They trying to bring the whole overtime over. We ain't trying to bring overtime.
But this shit but who gonna look flyer? Fly in a piece of paper bearing my name.
Well, I done turned off everything I got that's connected to Wi-Fi. I don't know why it's being a bitch.
You look all right.
Thank you.
No, you don't like you lagging. I'm not saying you cute or shit, nigga.
Nah, you don't have to tell me that, brother. You know what I mean?
Nigga said thank you.
Hey. Hey.
Y'all boys ready to kick it?
Yeah. And he said he'd probably be on around 6 or so. Travis rolling. That's if he joins. But
we'll plug him in whenever at whatever spot. If y'all look at the note, the note's updated, right? So I got his stuff at the bottom because I didn't know exactly when he was gonna come in. So we just plug in.
Just plug him in when he jumps in.
Let me just get that in front of me.
50 text messages. Oh no.
Bro, man, my shit say about 260 right now. I don't even open that shit.
Oh no.
I had to jump out on the lowest key. I jumped out about like 20 group chats on Twitter the past week.
Yeah.
Man.
She's too annoying, boy.
It's too annoying, dog. I got too much shit going on to be.
Yeah, I can't chat it with everybody. Man.
Nah, man. It's been going for so long. Like the bitch is piling up now.
Right. And I've never been a group chat guy, but I'm in some now, and I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck.
I like it with my guys and shit, dog. It's just like random fucking Twitter people. It's just all right.
Yeah. That's when you gotta cut it.
It's just I'm like, dog, I really do work a regular fucking job.
And when you stop, you still gonna be working a regular job. It's like you'll still have time for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You have less time for the frivolous, random bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
That boys ready? Let's first five, man. Let's go. New roll up, new vibes. Another beautiful day. Whoa. Sorry. 3, 2, 1. It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State. It's your boy Silk, kicking with my guys Larry Young and CJ, fellas.
You,
man, it's a wet day in Tallahassee, man. Y'all boys been getting a lot of rain. Where y'all at?
Oh,
not yet, man.
Oh, rain. Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, you coming off kind of spicy today already. Man.
Hey, you the one came in talking about it wet in Tallahassee now.
It's definitely that. It's definitely wet in Tallahassee, but yeah.
We talk about it in the group chat a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. We I don't know, man. Georgia, I think it is supposed to rain a little bit later tonight. And then it's supposed to get cold again this weekend and shit. I don't know. You know what they say about Georgia, man? If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes.
It's gonna switch up on you. Yeah.
It's gonna switch up on you. Don't worry about it. But yeah, everything's everything, man. Happy to be back here yet another week. Kick it with the guys and get this roll-up talk going, man.
For sure. What's the maturation of the cat looking like?
She's really becoming a fucking handful, She's
right.
She's smelling herself a little bit now. See, remember at first I was like, oh, she's super duper calm. Right. Now she's getting an attitude. She's she fusses at me first thing in the morning to feed her. I'm like, man, you're gonna wait till I do my routine, man. You get the food when I'm done. Now she's like really playing a lot and shit. I was like, you was faking. That's what you was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, now the real you is coming out, man.
It's like dating.
Right,
yeah.
That sound like pussy in general, huh?
Yeah. This is the real you.
CJ came to pod today, bro.
Right. You do everything. They bring out all the tricks at the beginning, right?
Right.
Everything in the book.
Hide the crazy.
Everybody got the shenanigans at first, though. Like everybody got on their best. They put their best foot forward in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
She done pulled the brakes now, man. She like to pounce on me at like 2 a.m. I'm like, bro, it's not playtime, man.
Right.
It's 2 a.m. Take your ass back to sleep.
Nah, she done went through that phone.
That's funny. Hilarious. I did go to the homie house the other day. He got a dog, bro. She was not fucking with me. She was like, oh, nah, I smell that motherfucker.
That's crazy.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's why it's funny you say that because I was looking down at her right when you said that. Like, this motherfucker, stop.
What your week looking like, CJ?
Yeah, man. So what the crazy part is, man, I had damn jury. Well, I got jury summoned on Monday, man. It's the first time I ever had that shit happen to me. In my work years or whatever. Crazy damn experience. And I was about to I was about to not go. I forgot all about the junk until I was reminded about it. And they'll say, man, if you don't go, shit, then they'll put out, a warrant out for your arrest and all that type of deal.
Tell them get in line.
Right. But then the crazy thing about it, man, they summoned so many people, man. I never seen anything. I guess I got lucky because they summoned so many people.
Right.
They had the whole jury stand full of jurors, and they had the whole pit, I guess, where you have, family, friends, this, that, another. That was full of jurors. Just like 35 of us for one trial, and they was only picking 6. So kind of got lucked out and didn't get picked, and they went through like Tuesday to Wednesday.
I'm nosy as shit, man. So what was the case about?
Man, the case was about from some incident back in 2019, man. Domestic dispute. Got a dude who was basically kidnapping his girlfriend. I guess he wouldn't let her leave the house. Right, nigga was wild, man. We just about
That's
Clifton,
not
right?
funny. Yeah, but hold on, it's not funny. It's just the way you word it because he's kidnapping them. Her. I mean, so I'm like,
you know how they make it seem like
no. It's really this is like
if you don't let that person
one of my
leave.
boys before.
Yeah. If you block the door or something, don't let them leave.
Right, that's kidnapping.
Yeah.
Oh no, you gotta worry about that.
She tried it. Like my boy's girl was trying to break up with him at the time. He was like, "Nah, bitch, you ain't leaving me." He was in front of the door for a weekend, bro. They didn't know kidnapping shit.
Oh man, don't do that, man.
Don't leave me, baby. No, you gotta let her leave, fellas. If you're listening,
you gotta let her leave.
You gotta let her leave, man. Oh, that's like a charge.
More of the story. Let her leave, man. If it ain't worth it.
Sure.
It's what they say. There's plenty of fish out there in the sea. If not, man, you'll be facing a domestic violence and
that shit sounds
for 3 years ago.
That fish in the sea shit hit when you in recovery mode and breakdown mode. None of that shit hit.
Yeah, none of that shit. No,
I don't want no other fish.
So let's speak on that. What's the best get over method for you guys? What's the best get over her method?
Married man, bro. I can't get into that right now.
They say get under, but I don't believe
in the past. Let's put it that way.
I don't.
Yeah, that was it. Then I gotta go tap some more buns.
Yeah, that's the thing. Get more cheeks.
I think the best recovery, honestly,
what's so toxic,
like,
bro? Men wild, bro. Like
that's crazy. Yeah, I recover just to get more cheeks. But within getting more cheeks, though, you might catch feelings for you might not necessarily catch feelings, but you might get attached to a pair of cheeks, and then them cheeks kind of suffice. That's your hope. Yeah,
that's your hope. Never pans out that way.
All right, I'm gonna give like the mature answer for once.
For once, right?
Y'all threw me off, yeah. Like y'all took me off my square and shit. I'm like, I like to get the dumb answers, but
if you ask me my past and my toxic shit, I can go ahead and I'm giving the real. It was that's
well,
what it was.
I mean,
new buns.
Let's say the future then.
Future, I don't want to get into that.
You're right, yeah, because you got a wife. So it's like, but I would say honestly, just focus for yourself, man.
Yeah,
just get on like your focus of self-improvement. Because they're gonna come around anyway. So focus on being better than the person that she left, is what I would say, honestly. And then the cheeks will come.
Yeah, like the breakups do get you focused though. Like you be narrowing in, like I gotta get my shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She done let you get a little pudgy. You wasn't really like that. Like I'm a big boy.
Oh,
so
no, never. No, she never.
But I guess it brings down that.
It happens
though. You're in a relationship, you start.
Some people, but not me. I'm superficial, so I gotta stay on point.
When you're in a relationship, you push it aside for that set person. You start sacrificing shit that you would be doing for yourself for that set person. So when you break up, you got that time to, all right, well, shit, let me get back to me and start handling business I want to have.
Can't never get there though, fellas.
Yeah.
Don't ever like the shit you love to do. Keep doing the shit you love to do. Also, like, cater that around the people you love, but always do the shit you love to do, man, because that's all we got, bro. You're gonna turn into a machine of just dad, worker, and all that type of shit. You're gonna lose passion and that edge and shit. So you gotta do the shit you love to do. Don't give a fuck if it's playing a video game, whatever that is.
Right.
Stay in your shit.
The only thing you're supposed to do is,
and that's when you my bad for interrupting, but that's when you have, as an adult, them regrets you have. You look back and say, well, I should have did this, I should have did that. Nah, man, you can still do that stuff.
When I figure this soundboard shit out, I'm gonna just have a button that say what CJ said. I'm sorry, my bad for interrupting. That's gonna be my shit, right? I was fucking with it, man. Let me tell y'all, I started doing I downloaded some software. I bought
thought you figured
some
it out.
hardware. I thought I did too, man. But I haven't quite figured it out. Me and Harlan are supposed to get on the line. We should have done it this week. Hopefully, maybe we could.
We try to get a soundboard.
Yeah. Well, StreamYard's supposed to build one in eventually with an update, but it hasn't happened yet. So I have my own. I bought my own. I downloaded some software, and I couldn't get it, man. Let me tell you, that shit broke my heart when I thought I had that shit ready to rock, and we recorded 26. And man, I hit the button and nobody could hear it but me. I was like, oh man, that shit was deflated, man. It
was finna hit, huh?
Oh my God, it was gonna slap, man. I had some shit on my damn little soundboard. I'm gonna figure it out. For sure.
I ain't got too much going on, man. I do got a lot going on the lowest of keys, man, but not a whole lot I want to announce. Now we got some buzz in Tampa, some things that might cook up. Extra excited about that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's my city, there, man. You know I love Tampa.
Yeah, bro. I had to hit y'all boys up, and we started gaining some steam about this whole situation, man. Super exciting stuff. It's gonna be a whole different situation of Cushaws, but we got right now Orlando and Tampa, 2 cities we can vibe in. You know, 2 hubs for the RollUp network. We can get our shit off.
Oh yeah,
can't wait.
We can throw wherever we want to throw, fellas. So y'all boys got shit. You know. That's 2 good cities in Florida, bro. Like all I need is Miami and Jacksonville, and I'm cooking.
Yeah.
You know that thing I was talking to you about earlier, man. I think we're gonna have to move it to the Kush house, man. These cats is tripping around here. So we'll talk. Savannah's making it hard on the brother. I'm like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'll just take it to Florida then. Not much.
What you talking? Okay, for sure. I was lost. I know what you're talking about. For sure.
Yeah, man. I'm about to say fuck Savannah. Y'all on some bullshit.
All right.
Making life hard on the brother, but
that's it,
that's
man.
dope.
We're gonna see what's up. We got some things cooking. That'll be some next month stuff. We also got RollUp Network kind of church announcements real quick. We cooking up for the tailgates. We should be in all 3 cities. We'll drop some details next week. But one of the details I will drop right now, I don't think we're gonna be doing tailgate in Miami. I think we're gonna be at a venue with some vibes and some shindigs and a whole lot of money.
Sound good. Canes fans, y'all know how we are. We don't really give a fuck about no damn spring game, no way. Might as well put on.
Yeah, man. We can't be taking expensive shit to a high school stadium as well.
Right, it just don't match up.
It's a pro soccer stadium, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Shout out to that. Is it nice? Is it new? I don't even know y'all game at.
I think they renovated it. It's called I think it.
Oh, they upgraded from trash pile?
I thought it was a trash pile.
Yeah.
Baby steps.
I had it. Fuck y'all.
Who ran out the Dolphin Stadium? They using that for a birthday party or something that weekend?
Nah, man, just ain't no sense in. We know we ain't getting 80,000 for no goddamn spring game in Miami, man. You know, so go.
I had another joke there, but I'm not gonna we're just gonna be petty too early if I go keep rebuttaling the same attendance joke.
Lockhart Stadium used to be. Yeah, I forget what they call it now. I think it's Drive Pink or something like that.
Right.
Something of that nature. But anyways, yeah. So
I'm excited about that anyway. You know, I like, Miami. I love Miami.
Miami nice, baby. Shout out to
I'm probably most excited about that one. Like you said, just first the actual tailgate.
I'm excited to go hang out in Miami more than I am in Gainesville right now.
Oh yeah, definitely. More excited with that in Tallahassee as well, man. Because especially with us not just having a tailgate, but actually throwing an event. Oh yeah, that shit's gonna be jumping.
I tell you what, man. For those who never really experienced it, man, go listen to Miami Nights by Wale, man. And that new first time Miami really kicking it, he really embodies that in that song. Like, yo, this shit is so fucking lit. Like, especially if you from out of town, that shit is a different world. I'm gonna tell you, man. First time I ever went to Miami as an adult, oh my God, I was so depressed leaving. This is life. This is life. Why am I going back?
Right. I understand why I'm going back after I keep buying shit down there. Right?
Yeah.
Damn, it's expensive down here. I gotta get me a
reality
duffel.
Kicks in.
Yeah, I need a duffel to be down here. I can't be down here playing.
But it just make you want to get your money up, like, so I could just chill.
Most definitely. Cause I was down there for Super Bowl weekend, dog. That's all I kept telling myself, like, man, I gotta get my bread up, boy.
I gotta get some more money, man.
Yeah, I seen Snoop ceilings. I seen like whips and shit. Like, yeah, dog, you can't just be down here play pimping in family cars and Camrys and shit.
Oh my God.
Oh no, you gotta come correct.
I think my homie had like a brand new Maxima, man. We drove down there. I was like, I want to get out.
So I was probably like 23. I was probably like 23 years old. I was probably like 23 years old. Went to Miami. That's what I just got my Camaro then, and threw some damn black rims on my shit. All that. It was black on black Camaro.
That sounds nasty. I like it.
Oh, it was tough. Don't get me wrong. So I'm going to mine and said, "Fuck it, let's go to South Beach." You know what I'm saying? How South Beach get down. Like that's a fucking. That damn Camaro sitting on 22s. That bitch a damn Toyota Corolla, really.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
So we on South Beach. Go pull up to the damn gas station. Man, this motherfucker come up with a damn Lambo, a white Hurricane Lambo, black rims on it. You know what I'm saying? Pull it right next to me and whatnot. Oh yeah, that's a nice ass Camaro. I got that at the house too or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you ain't put no kebabs on the Camaro.
You said what, bro?
You ain't put no kebabs on the Camaro?
Nah, I ain't going out like your boy, man. What's his name?
iDog.
Yeah, I ain't going out like iDog, and I ain't betting my shit either like iDog.
Why not? You ain't got to give it up. Shit,
unless I lose, I got to give it up. But yeah,
you stand up guy. You stand up guy. You got to get that bitch up.
Yeah,
sit down, man. I was just talking shit. Y'all ain't getting my goddamn whip now.
Oh, iDog, he jumped off Twitter and all after that shit, man. He said y'all ain't getting my shit, and try to jump back on like 8 months later, thinking people forgot. Nah,
I missed that. What happened?
No, so it was.
We're gonna get into some football talk eventually. We vibing for a little minute.
Right, so it's Bob Stoops. That's what he was saying. It's Bob Stoops.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
100% know it's gonna be Bob Stoops, and if it's not gonna be Bob Stoops, shit, y'all can come get my damn truck or whatever, the spirit truck. Man, after Bob,
I said, bro, you cannot drive that to South Beach and Valet, bro. That shit look crazy in the Valet line.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, the long story short, though, back to what Larion was saying, man, like you can't drive certain type of cars down there, man. I thought my damn my Camaro looked like a Camry, but I thought my damn Camaro, you know, was big shit, brand new Camaro, sitting on twos, all black, that type of deal. Man, that shit was like a damn puppy compared to them damn German Shepherds around now.
Yeah, that shit no game down there. And I ain't mad at it, bro. I ain't into like materialistic shit, but it's just like extra motivating. You know what I'm saying? Like to see like getting out of these, because I'm in West Palm, but it's definitely way slower than Miami. So that's why I like just going to big cities, because it's just like sometimes in these smaller cities you can get in a rut, get comfortable and start vibing, man. But anywho, everybody into some Big Three talk?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, y'all good, man. Oh, Trav here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's bring them on.
Yeah, let's hang out with Trav first.
Yeah.
What's going on, Coach?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, we got Travis Rowland here, the head coach at Mainland High School in Daytona Beach, Florida. Coach, how's it going?
Going good, man. I can't complain. Just blessed to be here. Glad to be able to chop it up with y'all fellas, man, and talk a little ball. And I know everybody want to talk about the landscape changing. So,
right. We had some news dropped last week from the FHSAA. Something Metro Suburban classification policy for the 2022 and 2023 season. Explain the Metro and Suburban classification thing for us. What's going on with that?
So basically, they've decided that it would be best to split the state up into Metro and Suburban areas. The easiest way to kind of talk about it, if you literally Google Florida's most densely populated counties, you will get where they got their numbers from. Originally, they had, I think, their original presentation a couple of years ago, because they've been trying to do it for like the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This has been something they've pushed for the last 5-6 years, man. They've been started. Got shot down a few times. And then this time,
like a vote. Is this something they vote for?
Yeah, they vote for it. So they have like the FHSA has the board of directors, but then they have a football advisory committee, an athletic directors advisory committee. They have a few different they have a committee for every sport, advisory committee for every sport. So it went through football, shockingly enough, 9-0 the last 2 times. Now, as you heard some coaches talk about, representation can be a little funky. Like, I don't think South Florida, and it's true that they aren't represented the right way in a sense on those panels.
Elaborate on that a little bit. Why isn't South
I don't know. I don't know. I think that a piece of it is sometimes, like if it's not something that you think is important, you don't really go on it. It almost is kind of like, voting when it comes to like your local elections. Like sometimes, people don't pay attention to it like they're supposed to. They don't really think
HOA meetings.
Right, exactly. Like you can't park on the you can't park on the sidewalk. It's got to be in the driveway, in the garage, and that affects when you got a big family and you move up. You know what I'm saying, with the Jeffersons. Now you can't have the kind of company you want and do the things you need to do. Oh, my son's so rude.
No, we good.
No, we get that all the time.
Yeah, it's a family show, bro. We used to it.
So it went through, and I think this time, so like what happened is you got them. They started by population. I think that they might not have got the split they wanted when it went by sheer population. So they went by what they call population density, which is basically the amount of people you have per square mile. So like one big one that stands out is like Volusia County. We have more people in our entire county than Seminole County does, but Seminole County has the second most densely populated county, which is, so they went off. So what the state did went off population density, which is 6 1 half dozen other, right? Like, and I just, I had been holding my tongue for a minute with some of the guys from metro areas that have been talking about, it's the minor leagues and all. And I said, man, listen, just because you're in a metro area does not mean you have a good football program. Like just be completely honest about that. Like, you've got, your Seminole and Seminole County, you've got Lake Mary who's always competitive, but then everybody else, for the most part, is just kind of okay. We talk about the tri-county areas. They throw out there a lot. You've got Central and the West. You've got St. Thomas, and now Cardinal Gibbons and American Heritage have come along. But it's like outside of that, and after that, everybody else is just kind of okay and they're competitive. So I don't know. Like I told somebody that we're gonna still, schedule as tough as we can, within reason. But it's a thing where they split the state up, and unfortunately for teams like a Mainland,
so that affects your regular season scheduling as well.
No, it doesn't. Your district is affected, but you can still schedule tough out of district. So I'm in conversations with 3 or 4 Dade County football teams right now trying to get a game. I'm in conversation through text message with Coach Jones with Coach Williams at Jones about a game. So it doesn't necessarily affect your out of district play, but it affects your in district play. Like we have a 14 district, so only 3 of our games are taken up. 3 of our 10 are taken up by our district. So we've got leeway to schedule. But everybody in their area has certain teams you want to play because of the money, because of gates. So like we have to play DeLand. That's one of our biggest rivals. FPC, where I just left from, that game last year, I think they made about $30,000 on the gate. So that's the game you want to play because it's going to be a game that's got a big crowd. And so you have to play there's certain games you got to play, and you also got to try to go out and test yourself if you feel like you're in a non-competitive district. So that's just kind of something you have to gauge with your program. But did it create some weaker districts? Absolutely. When I was at FPC, we were in a district with we're in a region, let alone a district. We're in a region where our region won a state championship 3 out of the 5 years I was there, literally. So it just depends on, kind of where you fall in this sense. It has split the state and has made it kind of small in a sense, but I think that, it's going to be tough. Good teams going to still be good teams. You know what I mean? Jones is going to play a tough schedule, whether they're in a metro or suburban. We're going to
I got some woke questions, man, because this metro suburban stuff sounds like it's some innuendos.
You stealing my bag. Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Get it off. I prefer it not to be me, so go ahead.
No, it's funny because it's funny that was the first thing I thought of when I heard it. What's synonymous with metro and / suburban? Because to me, I think that speaks to what maybe the end game of this is as well. I've been, as an outsider, I live in Georgia. So as an outsider, I'm a little confused as to what the perception of the end game is as well. So I guess first speak on, what's your thoughts on the metro versus suburban?
I definitely think they chose a terrible word with suburban. They should have stuck with rural. Because suburban is a terrible choice of word to use. I got a bunch of guys that I went to Cookman with, know from that went to FAM, and just guys from coaching against them and with them for a while is in South Florida. That's in like some of the counties that like mainly South Florida, because that's where you see the most predominantly kind of black schools and black programs. Right. They definitely feel like this is the state's way of kind of, you know, I don't know if y'all listen to Luke when he had a Spaces a couple last week.
I try to get him on the show, man.
Like Luke he talked about how he felt like and a couple guys echoed how they felt like the state was kind of going, you know, good old boys and the hood. But
let's call it what it is. Yeah,
that's what sucks for us, because our school is kind of split right down the middle. Mm-hmm. And my football program is probably 82 to 90% black. You know what I mean? And so for us, we get lumped into some of the programs that, you know, don't want to play those guys. When us, our whole thing in
everybody know about mainland one of those programs.
We want to play them because they're the single thing that's kept us from winning
multiple
5 state titles. Literally, you're talking about Central 4 times, Carroll City once, so 6 actually, and Northwestern another time. So for us, that's the validation that you seek, and that's why I'm frankly on my phone trying to text those guys to play. But then on the other hand, those guys are stuck in districts against each other. I would understand if they said, "Hey,
we don't want to play another time."
Right. We already our schedule because it happened. What people don't know, it happened to Booker T a few years ago, man. Booker T was stuck in 4A. They had no district, so they had to schedule 10 games because they were just in the region. They kept their same super duper hard tough schedule, and they ended up not making the playoffs because they lost to a bunch of bigger programs because they couldn't get anybody smaller to play them. And so, like, I can understand if they say, you know, mainland, we would normally play y'all, but right now, like I saw one district I think it's Northwestern, Edison, and maybe Norland all in one. That's gonna be tough, you know what I mean? And so I can understand if Norland or Cara or Edison says, Trav, we can't play right now. So it's definitely there's a whole lot of hidden things that could be there that I don't think the FHSA either they didn't think about it or didn't care, one of the two. You know, so it's
I think like those conversations they're having about topics like this need to be like public. Are these conversations public that we could go hear how they come to these decisions?
Nope. And that was a big part of the people from the South issues, because people kept saying, yeah, this is an agenda, but it's not gonna get passed. Like even me, I said there's no way in heck it was gonna get passed. I just didn't think it would, because I know that I feel like our Tri-County area are the ones that kind of make our laws in that sense and kind of run things, but they felt they had no voice in it. A lot of their coaches didn't even know about it, which was shocking to me. I don't know if that was a slip up on the ADs by not talking to them.
If the coaches knew about it, what difference? Or do they have a vote?
They like all the like this conversation we having, right? All the conversations being had right now. Right. This would have probably made the state slow down a little bit, but none of these conversations got started until it got passed from the football advisory committee and then the AD. Because once it got through the athletic directors advisory committee, that then made it have to go to a vote. And so it's caused an uproar, man. And I like if things would have stayed the same, and that's why I've been telling everybody, for us, we wouldn't have had a Miami-Dade Power in 6A because they all have lost enrollment. The only difference for us now is that we've lost Jones and Tampa Jesuit, which we probably wouldn't have played to the fourth round state championship, but still you lost. And so you got to now try to go find games for validation. So nobody comes.
So you got an easier route.
No,
vibe out, Trav. Don't go change no rules. If you got an easier route, vibe, bro.
Listen, Rockledge gonna be a problem, man. Rockledge got good football, so they're in our region this year.
Glade Central one historic year with Fred and all them boys.
Yeah, so it'll you know it's gonna still be it's gonna be it'll still be tough. Like I tell you, 4A Suburban is probably tougher than 4A Metro, to be completely honest with you. Now 3A Metro, 3A Metro got some dogs for sure. Like I think St. Thomas is 3A Metro, Jones is 3A Metro, Jesuit is 3A Metro, Oranwood is always good as there. So that's where like
at the same time, iron sharpening iron too. Like them districts are gonna make like just like playing in the SEC. It's just gonna make like it's better exposure. Those leagues that are like jam packed with those elite team programs like that, it's more exposure, man.
Yeah. Well, that's absolutely true. Like I feel bad for those schools that got classified suburban and may be 6-4-ish, 5-5-ish, 7-3-ish on a regular basis, and they're close to a metro area because a metro coach or a metro fan base, I'm not gonna say a coach, a metro fan base is gonna argue, hey, we're gonna play some really good football teams in district. Our coach is not gonna have to go out and schedule tough games. So that's where like you could see some poaching happening if especially with open enrollment, you can see some things happen if guys don't schedule tough. You know what I mean? So that's why you gotta try to do the best you can. That's why we're lucky that like the land has been traditionally good. Who's local with us? We got Barks Patrol in our schedule this year. They've been great. They pushed out 61 kids off their defense. Like I said, we're in talks with a couple of Dade County schools, so we're trying to make sure it happens for us and continue because we had a tougher schedule in the state last year in 6A and finished top 5 in the entire country. So and like you say, iron sharpens iron. We were prepared for everybody we played just because we had already seen some of the speed and size. But it's definitely a lot of racial tension going on with it, and I get those guys down south and how they feel about it. I get it. I understand it. So
for sure.
Coach, before we get you out of here, back at Mainland, 2003, you was a player at Mainland. You led the team to the first state championship in Mainland Buck history. So how does it feel to, get back to that program, a winning program at that, and the program that you won a state championship to? So how does it feel to kind of take over a program that you helped build?
Man, it's fun, man. Exciting. I think that some coaches, when you go in sometimes, depending on how many games you don't win, how many kids you put in school, you got to kind of go and earn it. And I think, like, for me, I had instant credibility because I played there, balled out there, and coached there before and put some kids in school and made things a lot easier. But, I'm excited, man. Year one was rough. We were young. We had a brutal schedule, and the kids fought. But I'm excited, man. We got a lot coming back this year. A lot of kids. We started 8 freshmen and sophomores in total. So a third of our team was babies.
Nice.
Coming out of a COVID year where they really didn't have nothing. So I'm just looking forward to it, man. Looking to build and get us back where we belong. I tell everybody Thanksgiving weekend is the real goal because that's where you're gonna play. That's where teams are gonna be even, and coaching is gonna matter, and who's the toughest is gonna matter. At that point, when you get Thanksgiving, that's where things really come out, and you end up, fighting and getting after it. So that's the goal is get back. We haven't been Thanksgiving since 2016. So that's the place to get back to is getting back to the third round of the playoffs.
Who's your favorite coach growing up watching in any sport? It don't have to be football.
Any sport, favorite coach.
Cool,
man. I no lie, man. My pops is my favorite coach, man. And I know that might be cliche to say, but
it ain't cliche at all. I don't know your dad.
Man, my pop's he's run our Part Warner system in Daytona for the last 20 years. I learned how to give second chances from him. And so, like, because of him, I've learned how to be better about that. And so he's been my favorite guy, man, just because I watched him coach so many dudes and work and grind so hard for free. Because Pop Warner youth football, there's no money in that. That's just for the love of the game.
Straight passion.
Stop.
That's a heck of a role model, man. That's dope. I'm glad that it's always good to hear the positive impact of Black fatherhood can have. So salute to your father for being that role model, that stand-up guy for you. Yep, it means something that you said that now, man. It does. It really does.
Yep, I appreciate that, man. That's why we as Black men I just posted on my Facebook, man, about I get tired of like former players, and I say has-beens. I'm a has-been. I get tired of the has-beens. He not that good. He's soft. Why they going? I'm like, man, let's just celebrate these kids, man.
We gotta get better terminology for sure.
Yeah,
way better.
Toxic terminology.
Yes, man. Yes.
So,
yep. Protecting that.
Some of my old tweets, I'm like, God damn, boy, you was talking nuts, man. Like we got some wisdom now. As we getting older, we like more like
we wake up. Like you said,
we're more conscious of like, what I'm saying, offending people and saying like, wow, shit. But we need better terminology. But sometimes it's just going. If you buns, you just buns.
Absolutely, man. So, yeah, man, I appreciate y'all though, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Now we appreciate you, man, bringing us some information and content. We were talking about it last week, and I was like, man, let's just get somebody on that could we can elaborate,
actually break it down and feel from your perspective. Because
that's what I say. It's tough, man, because they have in a sense almost tried to create like it for a program like Mainland where our kids want all the smoke. It does make it tough because you're gonna.
I want to play for a coach that say like I want all the smoke.
Oh, we do. I'm gonna talk my talk, man. You know, we gotta play. We're gonna play. You know, wins and losses gonna come and go every year. As long as our kids get the opportunity to play and be able to get in and get those eyes, because a pick against Jones is much better than a pick against, you know, a 3A school that nobody's ever heard of. Rushing for 250, you know, against a small school in your area versus rush for 150 and 2 touchdowns versus San Francisco is going to hit a little different.
Real quick, Trey, while we're here, man, because I think Orlando loaded this year. What do you think about Orlando football scene this year?
So I 1,000% think Jones is the truth. We played against them. They have a great coaching staff. Coach Williams does a great job with those kids, man. Not just people think it's just athletes running around. There's scheme and discipline going on there. I think West Orange has a great roster. Edgewater, Cameron Duke has done a great job getting those guys back to where Bishop Moore and taking their players. They had a private school taking their players down the street. I think Edgewater is going to be legit. Those three for sure are going to be beyond good. A Popka is a Popka. You don't see single wing. They get the kids to believe in single wing. Yeah. And they're going to have monsters. Jalen Carter.
Program things going on in the
Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter, the best player I ever coached against.
And he probably going to be the number 1 defensive tackle off the board next year.
Yes, sir. Yeah. He's nothing but the truth, man. Yeah. So, definitely those four programs for sure. And I think in Seminole County, you got Seminole and Lake Mary going to be legit every year. Seminole's got that thing rolling like it is since the 80s and 90s.
Already.
Shut up.
Hey, Trav, tell the people where they can find you at on social media.
Facebook, just straight up Travis Rolling. And then Twitter is Coach217 Rolling. That's me not being so humble in the middle of that name. That's my tackle record at Mainland for tackles in the season. My cousin dimed me out last year, so I just go ahead and tell everybody now. But it's Coach217 Rolling on Twitter, man.
Hey, that's a tough ass number, though, man. That's a tough number.
I had a great
man. Travel's a dog, man.
I had a great D-line, man. My D-line in high school was great, man. So boys.
Right?
No, that's being humble because he did the same type of stuff at Cookman too.
He ain't trying to be humble. He got his tackle number in his Twitter handle. I like this guy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let him know.
So yeah, man, y'all give me a follow. I'll make sure for sure to start retweeting this, man. Giving these anytime if y'all ever need some kids that's got some offers, y'all want to have them on the show to just talk about recruiting, just shoot me a message, man, and I get you our guys that got offers and things like. I always give them a platform. This is great practice, and for them to be able to be on a platform live and be able to get used to knowing how to talk to media. So anytime, man, y'all want to come around, let me know, and I definitely appreciate it.
Right, and the same thing, man. Anything you think we can help out with, reach out to us, and we'll help out on our end as well, Trav.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Thanks a lot, bro.
All right, Coach. Bro. Appreciate you coming on.
All right. Yep.
CJ ain't missed on the guest yet, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He pretty good with it.
Yeah, all them boys. Everybody came on so far, man. Been good guests. Shout out to that, man. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get into our shenanigans. What's up? What you got? What you got, Larry? I'm glad you got into the woke bag. I ain't have to get into it. What you got?
No. That was good. No, good. I didn't have nothing. I was just trying to think who I can bring on the show, and I was like, I'm bringing like Smoke.
I don't need the biggest. I don't have the biggest names, dog. Like the content just slap better. Like we finna provide entertainment and vibes. We don't rely on just. I mean, this thing was built on like big guests and all that, but at this point, bro, like. It's a different type of sauce around here. We can have anybody come on and kick some elite conversation and get some good content on.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, the conversation itself.
Right, information.
Real rap. Yeah, that BC, y'all got a good brotherhood over there, man. That's what's up. I like to see that.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, you sure you like it? I'm glad you was appropriate today and didn't have your rattler back there.
I didn't know. Well, I didn't know we had another BC guy on. Otherwise, I would have. I didn't know he was BC.
Right. Travel the dog, man. And I want to say, Yeah, so that Mainland team was freaking loaded. Real quick.
What year he came out?
I was 03, and I want to say Avery Atkins a part of that team as well.
We had some killers. We had some killers in Palm Beach County in 03. They won state that year. What classification they is?
Yeah, they won state. Mainland was like 6. I want to say, man, because at that point in time, they were pretty big.
Yeah, he's actually in our chat right now. Yep. In the SEC secondary.
Yeah, 5A. Yeah, they was loaded, man. That 5A back then, because Mainland, Daytona is kind of crazy. It's like, Trav, correct me if I'm wrong, it's probably like 3 main high schools. You got Mainland, Seabreeze, and Spruce Creek. Those like the 3 main high schools. So in Mainland, that's pretty much the school in Daytona where all the guys go to. Yep, Avery Atkins, Keelan Johnson.
Yeah, Avery Atkins, man.
Yeah, they had some guys, man. They had some guys, no lie.
Larry, and y'all started practice today, man. So we're gonna start with Miami. What's the vibes down there? Y'all got a full staff? Or y'all got substitute teachers?
We still ain't got a full staff.
You got substitute teachers?
I mean everything's in place now except still tight end coach. Mario like to play the cards.
That's what the tight end doing. Just playing cards. They playing spades.
They honestly, from all reports, they're the best looking group out there. Which isn't surprising to me.
Y'all don't need a coach.
I mean, they're getting coached, but Mario going to play that thing.
Who coaching them? They run with the wide receivers?
Phil. No, Coach Phil is coaching them, but he has not been named the tight ends coach still.
Oh.
Which means that
shout out. They got.
Yeah. And Coach Phil's humble enough to be like, hey, bro, check's still good on the sideline.
He ain't humble. Ain't nobody called his ass.
Maybe I won't say
ain't nobody
because he's getting a reputation for being a recruiter. Sometimes it's not even just about being humble.
So if UCF called him and said, "Hey, we got an on-field position,"
I don't want to go to UCF. I don't want to go to UCF.
He gone.
I don't want to go to UCF. He's going from Oregon to Miami. Why would I go to UCF? And what is UCF offering me?
A guaranteed check.
We offering the same thing.
No,
but the checkbook is open. The checkbook is open.
We're paying
DeMarcus Van Dyke. Hold on, real quick.
I'm getting your shit. Go ahead. I ain't trying.
We're paying DeMarcus Van Dyke more money to not be on field than he would to be on field at FIU.
That's FIU though, but UCF different.
Yeah, UCF got
still one
FIU was borrowing shoulder pads from 5 years ago, bro.
Yeah, but UCF ain't paying that much either.
Yeah, FIU is like a 4-year JUCO.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We were sniffing around. Who we hired? Dang his name. We hired him for linebackers, and then he took the DC job at UCF.
The dude from Auburn, wasn't it?
Yeah. We were sniffing around him. He had an opportunity to come back.
That sounds nuts.
You know what I meant.
That sounds crazy shit.
No, it don't. Shut up, man. You know what the fuck I meant. But yeah. I honestly, I mean, I think Mario's building a lot of trust. Look who our linebackers coach is. These guys didn't have to take these jobs.
He's Charlie Strong. He's not even the best linebacker coach in the Southeast.
Okay. But you telling me what? Oh, child, please. You telling me
we had the analytic matrix guys on here last week and they broke down
did.
Okay.
We did. And that's fine. And
shout out to Charlie.
The best one is a Kane. So, salute to that. But yeah,
that's a good spin. I like that.
It's the truth. I mean, they're cutting the check, but it's
I don't care what they never say. I don't want Randy in my goddamn logo.
I mean, how you feel, CJ?
What's that? You said what now?
He don't want Randy on the logo, but
I want him in my logo. I don't have him in my logo. I don't like. I'm gonna say that regardless.
Right? I told you guys I was cool as far as I know no core as a linebacker coach.
You just didn't want him right as DC.
Yeah, I would have took him as linebacker. Correct. I'm with that. So when he was our linebacker coach, he's my guy. I loved him as linebacker coach.
And that's what Charlie Strong.
One thing about Randy, like I told you when he was off the field, I said, bro, he gonna find his way on the field.
You did.
And one thing about when
that's crazy.
But I said one thing about him being that linebacker coach,
it definitely happened.
Find his way to DC.
No.
Okay, so
no. I don't think
we ain't going that far.
Yeah. So
you like to hire within now.
well, I mean, honestly, that's what you
Mike
should
shit.
be doing. It's just a matter of how you
I'm just
build
laying
in
out
your
the
trenches.
science of like the next move to Randy Shannon. It's gonna be Florida State's DC.
Oh no, I don't disagree, but I think the difference is what is your what do your cupboards look like? You should be trying to hire from within. That's what you should be wanting to do.
Oh, no doubt. That's how you build a real good program.
Right. So hopefully you're stocking the cupboards with some top-notch coaches, and then therefore when you get poached because you're putting together a hell of a team, you just replace them with, oh, here's my guy right
it's
here.
Easy. I think it's easier to do that promotion thing within when you're successful and you winning big. It's hard to explain when you're not, right?
Right. Yeah. And it's harder to stock the cabinets depending on who the coaches are.
But
everybody.
And on another note, who poaching you also kind of solidifies your hiring process.
Yeah, what you're doing,
got on
right?
Staff as well, right?
Absolutely.
So it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. I mean, weirdly enough, you kind of want to get poached.
No.
Well, you don't want to. It just speaks to the level of coaching you're hiring. Yeah,
it's the game. It is what it is. You don't want to,
right?
But that's
you
just
never
what
want to, but it's just going to happen. Yeah, I mean, that's just look. If you got a guy that you is coaching. We just took a guy that was DC co-DC, and now he's coaching defensive ends. By all accounts,
Texas San Antonio.
Yeah, yes, sir. By all accounts, and he's got several guys in the league. By all accounts, a young up and coming guy. That's what you want to stock it with. But hopefully, if things go well for him on his trajectory, eventually he'll end up, looking at a DC job as well. I mean, that's what you want to stock the shelves with. But
every staff is gonna have to have up and coming guys with like high ceilings. Like that's just what it is. Like
that's basically what Coach Atkins was when we took him from Charlotte, because he was the offensive coordinator at Charlotte when Norvell went and got him. So it's basically the same thing that Atkins was in regards
to. You're gonna have your C-Robs. You're gonna have guys like the guy you just got from San Antonio, Texas, or whatever. You're gonna have those guys that you gotta just risk because you're not gonna hit home run highs, and you just need guys that gonna be around.
That's like do your homework on those type of guys. You gotta dig and do your homework and see what type of guy you're hiring.
Absolutely.
Referrals and reputation and is everything in that industry, man. So word of mouth, who's giving you that word, and you know what I'm saying you. Go ahead, Larry. I'll get back to your shit, man.
Oh no, you good. So hell, what were we talking about? Just spring ball in general.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I'll tell you what. Let me hit a little bit of just in-house stuff for us.
What have you got going, bro? Ain't no pecking order. Get your shit.
Yeah. I'll and then because I mean we'll kind of all split up the rest of it. Right now, just a couple of announcements. Roland Smith has been announced. The director of football recruiting. So people were asking what was his role once he came to Miami. That is been announced his official role.
What's his background?
Roland Smith, he was Miami Central's coach.
Okay.
Yeah, so really good addition for us. Guy with some great ties down in South Florida, so really good ad there. 6 state titles, absolutely. Roland's been doing this thing for a minute down there. We also hired Marwan Malouf, if I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. He is going to be special teams analyst. So on field is going to be a die. Jamal Adai will be coaching special teams on field, as far as our on field guy. But this guy, Marwan Malouf, has been in the NFL for about 15 years. I think a little over 15 years, actually. So he's coming in to be an analyst to help break down, the little intricacies of special teams, because nobody thinks about it until it don't look good. So another good addition for us there.
Y'all know how much I care about special teams, but
no, I mean, like I said, people minimize it until it sucks. Yeah, when it sucks, everybody notices then. And Miami been through that. We had kickers that couldn't kick, punters that
I don't think in these days and ages in football, I don't think no fan is like lost to the fact
you get so much information nowadays.
Right, bro. Everybody knows how important special teams is now, bro. Like there's so much opportunity there, and it's also so many games won and lost there.
Right. I just think you get it's still, because we
No,
all
if you
pile on punters and
unless
kickers.
you just like got Devin Hester, that type of shit was just glaring. But if you just got steady special teams, it does kind of get overlooked though, as far as how important it is.
Which is kind of their
Yeah,
job,
if I got
right?
Devin back there, and I ain't really playing a lot of shit. All right,
right, for real.
It's punt return practice. We just go vibe.
Right, for real. We ain't
Fuck
going
the returners. Fuck
right.
the returners. Let's talk about the punters. You don't pay no attention to your punter until you punting 20 yards.
Yeah.
Nigga, what the fuck? Like, yo,
and then you still fuck because who's coaching him? Like, there's no punt coaches and shit.
Right.
Like, special teams coach, like coaches linebacker and like other random shit. Like, there's nobody to really fix these kickers, man.
Right. So yeah, when you got a kicker that can't kick, you're like, holy shit, who is this kid and how do we fix it if we can? Miami definitely went through that. So so this is a guy that I expect to, like I said, not necessarily improve the kicks or whatnot. I think you'll just, break down gap integrity, things of that nature on special teams. So that is kind of our general housekeeping. Oh, also, excuse me, I'm sorry, I should have said this off top. Just want to offer condolences to the Mirabal family. Coach Chris. I'm sorry, not Mirabal. So the Cristobal family. Cristobal lost his mother. But her being the matriarch of the family, he was out there immediately, hasn't really missed any time. And he said, as a testament to the woman that she was and raised the man that he is, who by all accounts is a tireless man that, just gets after it each and every single day. They said he got just a little emotional, but at the end of the day, he said, this is what she would have wanted. It's go time. So, just want to send condolences to the family. And our respect, to the Cristobal family. So I did mean to mention that earlier. I kind of slipped my mind. I do apologize for that. But outside of that, I guess what we want to get into. We had some visitors around campus this week. Spring's kicking off, so of course you get your guys coming around, want to see exactly what you got going on out there. These kids want to see how you practice. And that probably gets overshadowed a little bit, but I think when I listen to, a lot of interviews and things, these kids kind of do want to get a feel for the intensity, the direction, the attention to detail that we put forward. So, or each team puts forward. So we actually had this week, we had Mac Howard, quarterback out of Mississippi. He had a chance to get in tune with Coach Cristobal, Ponce, and Gaddis. So he had an opportunity to do that. We had Frankie Tenalau. That's the kid I mentioned last week from Australia. He's I feel like right now he's a Kane lean. He is coming to play football in Miami. Huge kid. I think he's about 6'5", 6'6", 315, 320-ish. A little fun fact about him, man. He's playing the Rock stunt double on that sitcom he has, Young Rock.
No, really?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I saw that today. I was like, that's
what's
cool,
his name?
Man. Frankie Tenalau, I believe. It's Tinilau. Tinilau. Yeah, he's born in Australia. He's from Australia. He's gonna play his last year, in Miami because he wants to get some stateside exposure and some better competition. Obviously, you're not gonna get the same competition in Australia. I think he's a Kane. If we decide, we tell him to go ahead and pull the trigger. He's going to visit USC on his way back home. He was with us for a few days. But the way he kind of seemed to speak of it was like, well, if I'm going to be out there, I might as well. But he definitely said he already has his school in mind. So we'll see how that totally fleshes out. But I think he's, again, at the most developmental position, I think you got to like the raw materials you're working with there. Another visitor we had was David Hicks. the 5-star defensive lineman out of Texas. Number 1 defensive lineman, if I'm not mistaken, 6'4", 250 kid. Positive reviews. He actually got to work out with Christian Wilkins. And actually, that was the other thing. There were several former Canes out there as well. Shedrick Webb, Redwine, KJ Osborne, Ed Reed was spotted. We still don't know exactly what's up with Ed. I don't know if he's going to retain that role. I kind of expect him to, because it doesn't seem to be a high-intensity role for him. And allows him to still be around the program, but really been no official word on that. There was a couple other guys I want to say. Can't recall right off the top of the dome, but yeah, there was a couple other guys that came to hang out and watch practice. They said Redwine actually got involved with some drills and everything, trying to help some of the young guys out. But yeah, he's a guy to keep an eye on that we could maybe get an official with later. Wiltfong, I think Wiltfong just changed roles, but he did before.
Shout out to the GOAT, man. The GOAT say he's stepping down, but he's still out here putting Cristobals in. So
I saw that.
he did say that he felt that we were in good position to land an official later on from Hicks. So that's a positive note. And we also had another visitor, Antonio Tripp, 4-star offensive lineman, interior offensive lineman, 6'2", 300 out of Maryland. He ended up committing to us this week. He's a guy that, I mean, he's a little bit of a shorter guy, more stout guy. But he is, right now consensus 4-star. To my understanding, athletic, aggressive. I didn't get a chance to watch any film on any of these guys, so I don't want to lie on that. I didn't get a chance to look at anybody that we just offered or that just committed. But he said to be able to play, all 3 interior spots. So good get for us there, reaching out to Maryland. And, basically the kid spoke to the coaches. Mario got him fired up and, he pulled the trigger. So a couple of offers went out to two actually unranked linebackers out of Georgia. One was Marcelius Pulliam, linebacker, 6'3", 215 out of Georgia, and Jalen Smith, 6'2", 200 out of Georgia as well. I can't remember which school was which. One was Logansville. I know that's a good program in Georgia. They usually churn out some really good players. And the other one I want to say was Stony Brook, but I can't remember. I do apologize. I didn't put it in my notes. So that's kind of the at-home stuff. Did you guys want to kind of get into like position battle type deals?
Real quick, let's talk about this. Let's open table it a little bit right now. How y'all boys feel? Because the biggest thing this cycle for me is what I want to watch is how good of a job Mario and Billy stepping in. Mike's been here, so I want to see like how good of a job these guys do locking down the state. So how you feeling in that aspect? Like we got some big dogs from Malik Bryant to Cedric Baxter to Kamani McClain. We got some elite guys, big dogs trying to step in the state to poach. Where we at on that front?
Man, I kind of think McClain is kind of the linchpin. We all spoke on him as the must-get guy, right? I think ain't nothing changed. Right, and I know we feel good. How do y'all feel in Florida? Y'all feeling good?
Yeah, we feeling good. Early. So which is good. Like I'm not saying y'all shouldn't feel good. That both of us feeling good. Like
there's nothing wrong with feeling good right now. Feeling bad is a problem. Like
right, and I know I'm not gonna fluff. This is where I'm at in my whole fandom shit, right? So I ain't finna fluff like nothing because I'm waiting on some. It looked like Bama about to snatch the best DB in the state again, so I'm ready to bitch. Like I'm ready to get that shit off because that's some shit that gotta change.
Can't happen though. Yeah,
can't happen. Boy, get a country. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way we could let the best talent, especially when we bring in supposedly elite recruiters like Billy and Mario. Right. Like, that just can't happen. So,
and then especially like you say, a position like DB like that shit doesn't happen. Like state of Florida, There's some other kids you come in and plug for like top position players.
Well, Alabama been doing that shit in South Florida. It's different. They get a little bit of different traction in different parts of like maybe Central Florida, but in South Florida they've been getting whatever they want from down there for a minute.
Yeah, now they're trying to take over the entire state. But overall though, we do a good job of keeping those DBs at home, so those elite DBs at home. Of course, you got some that go astray, like you say, Alabama. You got your boy from who ended up coming back to Miami, Stevenson.
Going about the state, man. They're actually quick.
Well,
Patrick Surtain and all them. There's just so many, bro. We like some
Tyson Campbell, Tyson Campbell, Surtain. Those both 5-star guys. I think, with also going back to your point of this is we got to really evaluate these guys that we're calling elite recruiters. Is Alabama is also having one of their most talent-rich years they've ever had. I believe they've got 11 top 100 kids. So that means that Nick gonna have to do a lot of shopping outside the state this year either. They typically do pretty well in Bama as far as talent, but this is one of their more talent-rich years. So that means we should have. He's going to obviously go home first, especially if I've got top.
He's coming for all that top tier shit we want. He's coming for that.
I mean, he's going to, but if it's right here in your backyard, if you're a Bama kid, you want to play for Bama or Auburn, right? 9 out of 10, not 100%, obviously. So the only reason I bring that up is to say that's a little bit of a hedge in our favor, in that for once, Alabama is
Now, he don't give a fuck about because they from Alabama. He want the absolute best players in the world.
Right. No, not disagreeing with that at all. I agree with that.
But we still in trouble.
But if they happen to be there, in my backyard, our coaches should be able to get a little bit better of an edge, is what I'm saying. That's all. That's my point.
What you're saying is more on average state talent than they typically have in Alabama. So those guys will, Saban doesn't really have to go far for those type of guys. It's right there within the distance of what you're saying, and that will bode well for the guys in state for our coaching staff in state.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't think. I think Bama is so like our programs and the coaches.
No, they can get whoever they want. Don't get it wrong. What he's saying is, if it's X amount of great players in Bama, it's a numbers thing.
I think they're analytical, and Saban is just that fucking like competitive that. Where they at don't matter. He wants the absolute best players.
I feel you. No.
Yeah, depending on their board, I guess it does depend on their board. But if Alabama has those type of guys, then they should be within the pecking order of the board. But you're right; he can get whoever the hell he wants at the end of the day.
That's all he cares about. I think he cares about the absolute best players in the country. He don't care like state lines and all that shit.
No,
right. He don't give a fuck about none of that.
You're right.
Who your grandma is, none of that shit.
Well, then I tell you what, then we'll trade it out, then, motherfucker. You can disrespect them Bama kids. We'll take them under the wing. That's the game you got to play them.
I ain't saying you disrespect them, but I just think
in your backyard. I mean, a little bit. It's a little bit. You got to feel as a player. I'm gonna feel a little bit of a way.
Yeah, you just gonna feel that way at University of Florida, like Damian Pierce and anybody else.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes that makes to be the difference.
Yeah, like Kadarius Toney, he felt like a certain way and all that shit, but it didn't matter. Like he turned down Kadarius Toney. Right. That worked out for him. That's cool.
Yeah.
But for Bama, that don't you just gonna be mad in the NFL with a lot of money, but we still Bama.
No, he ain't mad. As if this don't work, he can rap.
No, I'm just saying, like, if that's your thing. That's why I'm saying they just go after the absolute. That they knew Toney was really good. That they was close to giving him off. They knew he was really good. They had the first dibs on that kid. They turned him down because look what they got. Look at their wide receiver room. Yo, we go get the best players in the world. Yeah, you from Bama and you good, but fuck that.
That's fine. Because like you said, neither one of us honestly is wrong here. It's just we're both giving perspective.
Oh yeah.
So we had the point.
Give me Tony.
The point is he get whoever the hell you want to, but if you got more premium talent in Alabama, he's more keen to maybe get those guys at Bama if you want. Ain't
no McLean in Alabama, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, they definitely ain't. That's different.
Still got smoke.
Ain't no McLean at all in Bama.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't looked at that. That was just a tidbit.
No, you ain't got to look at it. Oh, you talking about this over?
I mean, I don't know.
So you definitely got to look at that. Ain't no McLeans in Bama.
No, I'm just saying. I listened.
as far as the
so
numbers.
much, as far as like recruiting pods and stuff like that. I can't remember exactly because I usually like to definitely give credit when I can remember where I got it from. Can't remember where I got that from, but I had to look at their actual board. But like I said, I mean, we did a pretty good job on this last cycle of getting out of state and getting, a kid like Kamari Rogers out of Mississippi, who was, one of their top players all in all. So, and that's got to be the view, especially if you're a South Florida guy. Yeah, we're going to try to lock down some of the South Florida talent, but let's be real. We know how South Florida talent tends to take flight. So your view better be national. You want to do what you can, but you better be real.
It can't easily be South Florida. You got to recruit the whole state, man. Like, you got to treat it. I think it's more talent in Central Florida this year than anywhere else.
Possibly, yeah. It's definitely loaded up there. So yeah, even if you say the state one way or the other, you better. One part I think of being a good recruiter is understanding where you really stand. Like, don't play yourself and then waste time on a kid that really ain't. They're not really.
I don't want to hear none of that shit. Lock down the state. We brought these guys in. That's all the talk was about in the hiring process, was locking down the state, bro. So I want to see that I-4 corridor get locked down. Lakeland, Orlando. We just had my man Trav on. He's telling how rich the talent is in Orlando this year. It's crazy deep. So I want to post some areas. I want to grab
you go from Daytona. If you go from Daytona to Tampa, you get all you want, man. You
got a top 3 class or some shit, like some wild class, if you could run that corridor.
Let me ask you this then. Are you giving the coaches any leeway considering it's year one and coming off of mediocrity?
But see, that goes to the thing I was telling you guys about relationships, man. Like, it takes and some of those guys on the board.
I'm right on their ass. Pause, Larry. I'm right. I'm not giving nobody these. I get all these coaches excuses in the past, man. No excuses, man. We got new facilities, indoor facility, not indoor, but players on the facility open, brand new coaches, all these staffers. We spending all this bread.
Yeah, like, but Bama's still Bama, like you just said, right?
I don't give a shit who Bama is. Give me some results. It's the same old shit. It's the same old shit. And then I'm gonna call it. That's what it is. It's the same old shit.
Well,
you gotta come in and make some waves, man. Like, you gotta get the Cedric Baxter. I feel good about some guys, so you gotta come in and grab some of these big dogs. If not, it's the same old shit.
I'm with you, but where I would disagree somewhat is you still got to build the program because you're still fighting against Bama. You got to win some of the battles, absolutely. Right. But I'm gonna give them a little bit of a cushion of. We still, all 3 of us sitting here on this call saying, Bama get what they want. Well, then shit, then my coach got to have a little bit of a...
No, I ain't give him shit.
I got to give him a little bit of...
No. I got to win the I-4. I'm saying this shit right now. I got to win the I-4.
You win 4, dog. You straight.
I got to win the I-4. I don't want, like, that's it. If I ain't winning the I-4, I ain't finna be on here selling wolf tickets and, you know what I'm saying, just with all the wild shit, bro.
Well, I got to win that's another thing. So you can say if I win South Florida, I'm straight. If I could win, I'm straight. That's the beauty about damn Florida is it's so much. Yeah, it's rich as hell. Like you got players everywhere. That's the beauty about Florida.
We got those areas where you got your holes at and you got your relationships at. When you got new staff, them the years you really hit on them guys.
Yo, what?
When you got new staff, those areas where holes.
H-O-L-D.
O-L-E. Holes.
Holes. Okay. My bad.
Not hitting holes.
No. Yeah, I can see the mix up.
I see the mix up.
No, you said hitting holes.
Yeah,
I see the mix up. Glad I can explain
hitting holes. What?
Either way.
No, but I think years like this, when you get like these new coaches, your hotbeds is where you bank at. Like, you go bank off your relationships with a new coach. That's good money right there in a year like this. So I expect with all this splash shit we got going on, all this money we spending, shout to Bria and Katie and all them girls, man. I expect some shit to happen. If not, it's the same old shit, man.
I'll tell you,
makeup on a pig. If not,
there's a difference in our programs as well, right? Because you're in the SEC, I'm in the ACC, and I'm in the ACC Coastal. Yeah, so, right, exactly, yeah, fair enough. Not gonna argue that at all.
Y'all only bring that up when it comes when we're recruiting, but when y'all comparing records and random shit like that, none of us playing the SEC matters and shit.
Nah, yeah. You get the vibes. That's fine.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm gonna continue that narrative.
Yeah, I know.
You gotta use some fun wins.
Long as you know, man. But long as you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, as far as my schedule, I don't have too much of a problem with my schedule. My schedule is okay. I feel like the Atlantic is decent. And then we play y'all every year, and then we of course we play Miami every year on the coastal, and we'll play a LSU or whoever, Notre Dame. So our schedule be okay.
I think y'all's schedule is out of the three. I mean, with the fact that you play both rivals.
Don't say nothing crazy. Don't say nothing.
No,
crazy.
no. I'm saying the fact that he plays both rivals and Clemson every year.
Yeah,
we got Georgia, and if we beat Georgia, we got Bama every year.
If you beat them.
Right, but still, Georgia. Right now, Georgia's a bigger gun. LSU, bro. Look, what are you comparing? Our schedule is nuts, dog.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know something. Well, Kentucky kicking y'all
man.
now.
That shit. I don't know, man. That shit nuts to it.
Kentucky's a real ass football program.
Now, but yeah,
they've been better than y'all the last decade. You talking crazy about Kentucky, man? That's facts. It's a nice chuckle, but that's facts.
I mean, that shit. Ain't no fake chuckle. Ain't no fake chuckle.
No, it's a nice chuckle, but I'm just saying, like,
okay. Okay, fine, fair, whatever. All I'll say. I didn't even.
But no. To
our shit. I want to get back to his recruiting take. This recruiting take about like them being in the ACC where he was at. So I just want him to get that shit out.
Okay, let me finish that take real quick. Yeah, good. Thank you. No, I was gonna say I think our measuring stick will be different in the sense that I think recruits will look at us like, hey, y'all in the easier pond. Show me you can win.
The same conversation we just had with Trav about players possibly leaving.
They want to play competition.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can't
like these kids right. These kids want to play the best players, man. I think that's the edge for us being in the SEC. I don't think it's like any slouch. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I said that too because people go, oh, y'all don't want the SEC. I go, bro, I think it improves the program. I know it's cute to say, oh, y'all scared. I'm like, no, I really don't. I really wouldn't be afraid. I'd like to go to the SEC. I mean, if you just get buried there, then you just get fucking buried. And then that's
being there is going to want to bring more killers. Killers want to play with killers, bro.
And it's bringing more money. That's what
exactly how I feel.
Too.
So if you just die there, you're going to die any fucking way. So who cares? Like, then you could just end the suffering of keep thinking your team is going to get back. You know what I mean?
You died in the ACC. Why not die in the SEC?
Yeah, right. I'd much rather die at the hands of
rather die in the Benz than the Tercel.
Exactly right. I mean, a car crash is a car crash, but
right.
At least they can say, "Well, he went out in style." So,
well, that's a nice ass car. Yeah.
I
don't even know if that worked. That was a good analogy, but
I liked it.
Yeah, that was really terrible. It was terrible. We made it flow though.
That shit was trash, man. They're gonna judge us.
Let me get. I guess the piggyback to kind of go into your
fam.
Right, for real. Kind of
matter to me. I ain't gonna lie.
What kind of life insurance you got?
Well, no, right. Real talk.
They got to get a GoFund to bury you.
Right, man. Can they bury you? Can you pay for your funeral?
They got a fish fry going on to bury your dog ass.
Fuck the car. How you get found dead is very important, bro.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's some terrible ways to get found dead. Car or not. Fuck the car, but you don't want to go out like David Carradine, man. God bless the dead, but you
never want your name used in scenarios like
right.
This.
See how I'm using him? Like
right. I don't know what happened, but no, I'm not gonna Google it.
I ain't gonna tell you now.
It can't be great.
Yeah, but when y'all look that up, you're gonna say, yeah, I don't want to go out like that.
I feel you.
Yeah, you got a family to think about, man. But anyways, go ahead. See, you had a point you want to make, bro.
Oh no, I was just going to get into some practice stuff that you was done.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we can, because I know we want to get into like some of the position battles and things of that nature. But yeah, that's kind of all I got for the, just our in-house stuff in particular.
Nice.
All right, yeah. So FSU, they're on practice number 2. They've done 2 practices so far. They got another practice tomorrow. I was actually at the second practice yesterday. Saw the whole practice, see how things played out.
Well, you're in a blessed situation where you just walk on, you just trot on down.
Right,
Well, you got access, dog. You got.
Well, CJ still look like he can play.
We got a benefit off that in the fall, man. That's crazy.
They thought it was a recruit.
Yeah, I'm about to say, CJ still look like he can strap up, right? So they
also showed me like when the media have access, they don't really be having access. So they have access to the
crazy. These boys so fucking athletic. He still be a 3-star.
No. I was just about to say 3. I was just about to say 3-star.
Like, these boys is crazy athletic, bro. I seen some DB film today. I was like, man, I'm glad I ain't playing right now, because
this is real right now.
It's a different bounce in these boys. Step, back pedal, routes. It's crazy right now. A lot of that shit, boy, I knew I couldn't cover. They put me in a blender.
That's thing. These receivers so good nowadays. They advancement of it.
They running some crazy routes, dog. That shit, wow. Anyway, dog, my bad.
But no, the media, it kind of showed me just being at practice and seeing like the media, they'll see a portion of the practice, and then they like go to the baseball stadium, they're looking from a distance. I was really like on the sideline, not to brag or anything, but like really in practice, seeing how the roll-up was there, baby. On the sideline, actually within the whole practice. So from a size standpoint, man, those guys look good. No lie. From an overall team size standpoint, you can see now, of course, there's still some low-hanging fruit that that don't really look like they fit, but overall, guys look good. I want to say Jared Verse, the defense end that we got the transfer portal. And just to be clear, I'm a DB at heart, like we were just talking about. I ain't paid shit attention to the offensive line, defensive line. I was down the receivers, DBs, 101s, and 707. So I didn't really see the
trenches. You an intern or something, fam. Like,
for real, bro. Got to cover both, right?
One group.
But yeah, this one the eye test, Jared Verse looks really good. Looks the part, like he fits in. The team tempo was really good. Jordan Travis made some really good throws. Johnny Wilson, the receiver transfer from Arizona State, 6'7", 235 pounds. I know when people said 6'7", 235, they always thought, okay, maybe some tight end. Nah, man, the kid can move. He was real fluent in his routes, able to get off the jam, can run. Hands was really sure. I was really impressed with Johnny Wilson. I think that kid, he's 6'7", 235 from Arizona State.
You playing just wide receiver tight and no hybrid shit, just straight wide receiver?
Nah. Looking at that's what people thought when you just what you just said. Looking at the credentials, not the 6'7", 235, 240, you think that, but nah, he has a slim build. He looks like an actual receiver, man. Like he moves well, uses his hands, gets off the line great, created separation. He was probably the most impressive receiver from that day that I saw.
What's up?
Azariah Thomas, I'm not sure the pronunciation of the first name. Azariah Thomas, dog.
I think it's Azariah.
We got to fucking steal with that kid. That kid, mark my words.
Man, that's one. He's one of the ones, and Jaden Gibson one of the ones I thought Billy should have, because we could have got those guys. And Billy,
that's the thing. He was on the Florida for sure. I thank Billy for that shit. That kid he's going to be one of them Jalen Ramsey type guys. He's really like that. Long, 6'2", long kid, athletic, jam. Already in the rotation, too deep from the practice I saw. The kid like he's gonna be ready.
No, he's elite. I was a little salty about that one. That definitely would it's just 2-3 kids that really could have got our class to a different level, man. But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, if you'd have got him, kept the quarterback and got the receiver, shit, you in there.
Right. What's up with my man, the Pittman receiver that transferred in, the guy the punt return?
Yeah, Michael Pittman. So speaking of punt return, I saw him catching some punts, whatnot. Fielded every damn punt, was running and catching all of the punts. As far as receivers and one-on-ones, he created some separation. Didn't have too many catches on the day. Pookie Wilson. I know we brought in a lot of transfers, but
what a name, bro!
Right, man, named Pookie Wilson. Well, Pookie, man, he's gonna, he muffed the punt against Florida, and he had a couple catches against Florida. But Pookie's gonna play, man. Regardless of all the transfers we brought in, Pookie's gonna play. Kid made a lot of plays downfield. He's just one of those receivers that's just gonna stick around, man. I think Pookie's gonna end up being better and progressing, being a receiver rotation. Who else stood out? Marion Cooper, man. That kid is gonna be. He's gonna be the next corner at Florida State too. He's gonna be that guy. He's ready to take that next step and be one of the best corners in the ACC. I know he started the tail end of the season last year. He was still skinny as a freshman. If you look at his end of last year and what he looks like now, a complete 180. Took the weight room real serious this winter. Put some good pounds on. And this is no disrespect to him, man. He looked like a great value Crow out there. He switches them to 13, 6'2" corner, long corner, big, and that's no disrespect. We all know.
I'm gonna get this recording right here for Crow and add him in tweet.
Yeah, a great
Baby
value
Crow.
Baby Crow, no lie.
Say great value, y'all.
Not great value. I ain't gonna say baby, great value.
Great value. Okay, that ain't even a good thing.
No, that's a good thing, bro, because Crow is that damn next level. But he looked like Crow out there.
How tall is he? What's his
He legit 6'1", maybe 6'2", no lie.
Okay.
He was a long corner. And that's one thing I will say. Overall, the cornerbacks have really good size.
You guys are getting small for a little minute there.
Yeah, we were. That's one thing that Mike and Wilson has done in regards to recruiting. They're trying to recruit bigger corners. Demore Tate, he was a borderline 5-star maybe like 3 classes ago. He was number 1 cornerback in the state. Kind of fell off the map, had some injuries at FSU. He was out there at practice. He looked damn good, no lie. He looked really good. It was the main thing is to see him in practice and getting those reps. He was in the regular rotation. Now, if he can continue that throughout the duration of spring, he may be in play-to-play this year, which is good for him. You know, we kind of push cats to develop at a certain pace and say, oh, well, damn, if he doesn't do anything in year 2, then, you know, that spring's a little late and shows up.
Right.
And, you know, Benson, the running back we took from Oregon, that had the knee surgeries, and people was complaining about, hey, he may not be healthy. It could be another Milton situation. Man, Benson might be at the end of the season. I think he'll be our running back 1. He'll be the best running back on the field. He'll be the starter running back. Kid looked amazing, man. Really, really fit. Good burst. I know Mike was saying like in those little drills that we do, the little working drills that he was going fast.
Burst is a wild word.
What's that?
Burst is another wild word. I'm add that to the dictionary or the word bank of wild words and then
that's not a bad word, man. Stop being that way.
I said wow.
What word?
I'm childish as shit. You know that, Larry Young.
That burst. Yeah.
Oh, burst. Hey, watch out.
You got tremendous burst.
Right, tremendous burst.
Yo. Relax,
let me walk that back a little bit.
I don't think it's another word, though.
But no, Benson, no, seriously.
There's no good replacement.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to say explosive because that's
in the same man.
Right,
but no, seriously, though, man.
We're gonna be like dancing around football combo, like real delicately here, real
giggling.
Right. But no, serious though, man. Benson looked damn good. He didn't have any knee brace on. He's one of the fastest backs on the team. Big kid. He looks the part. I think he'll be a really good running back for us. I feel like he'll be the running back 1 leading into the season or the tail end of the season. And overall, just the tempo of practice. It seemed like, you know, everyone was moving. Everyone knew what they were doing. I feel like it's that point in the time. We know a 10-year where everyone is kind of comfortable and knows what to expect within the program. It seemed like that at practice. Everyone's bouncing around. It wasn't no deer in the headlights type of deal. Even the freshmen, they looked the part and they was following suit. So that's a good thing that I took away from practice. So I want to get back out there really soon when we put the pads on because that's when it really matters. But it was a good day. It was a lot of competing and competition. But I'm telling you, Thomas, that's a bad.
No. He'll kill it. But y'all just gonna need more killers. So when he went to y'all, I was like, damn, they got a good one, but it don't even matter.
Now, see, the thing is, he's going to be a good one. I think Cooper's going to he's going to take that damn next step and be one of the best corners in the ACC. I really believe that kid he's got all the damn talent in the world. And we seen it late in the season when he started. Because remember, his first game start was against Miami, and most of the Miami fans were like, oh, shit, he's about to be fooled because he's starting to a true freshman. Right. He was the damn, aside from old boy going nuts, damn, just drew a damn blank. Jermaine Johnson going nuts against Miami. He was probably the best player on defense that game. Amarion Cooper. He had a really good game. Oh yeah, don't roll your eyes, bro. You know he snapped at y'all. Come on now. but yeah, that's what happened at practice. Going back to this recruiting weekend in the first practice, we had some heavy hitters on campus.
Hold on, before you get to recruiting.
Yeah. What you got? Talk to me about practice. That's some questions.
Yeah. Who the killer? Who the killer on the team? I know Jermaine Johnson was a killer last year, and he really whatever momentum y'all did have and the big shit, the big moments came through him. So who that guy? The transfer that came in, y'all banking on that again?
No, I think it's going to be, well, he's a transfer, but he was here last year. I think Jamie Robinson's going to be that guy on defense this year that kind of steps in that killer role, that leadership role, and just being an overall guy. But I do think, it's not going to be, I won't say he's going to be like Jermaine in a sense. I feel like it's going to be more killers by committee, but the head killer is probably going to be, damn, fuck is his name? I just said his damn name, Jamie Robinson. My bad.
Jamie Robinson, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be Jamie. I think he's going to be the alpha male, the alpha dog on the defense this year. He's going to be the guy.
Gotcha. That's all I have. You get into your recruiting stuff, bro. I don't got a whole lot. When the pads get on and the real shit,
That's what. Yeah, right. That's what really matters. We talking about
what I'm gonna do is all I do. My questions, like here's some insight on like the previous shit, like before y'all boys on. So my off season questions all come from posting grimes.
Yeah,
I just watch them boys tweet all week, and then I just bring that shit on the show.
Man, shit. By the time
great Florida State questions,
man. By the time I get to the show, man, I already answered some shit about 20 Cause them boys, that you ain't lying.
Yeah. You've been answering them, but in the past, the previous guy definitely won't be ready for the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Man.
Catch them off guard.
I love Florida State Twitter right now, by the way, man, because it's
so that shit is war,
right? Yeah, it's so
within ourselves.
Yeah, it's been split for a minute. Yeah, dark side. Shout out to the dark side, man.
Yeah, I tell them cats all the time. Shit, we spend more downtime. We get more hassle within the damn fan base than without. Usually it's within Florida and Miami. Shit, we got to worry about them motherfuckers within the fan base. We got a civil war going on.
Same shit Miami been dealing with, so it ain't nothing different.
Well, our programs may turn into that next year, right? So we just got freshman coaches, but the fan base definitely gonna split.
Yeah, we energized.
If shit go wrong, right? Yeah. If shit go wrong after year one,
our season definitely gonna be split. Way up.
Know how this shit go.
Everybody, like right now we're energized. We got Mario. The season ticket sales are like double.
Y'all ain't got nothing to lie about.
Everybody's on one accord right now, right?
Y'all ain't got nothing to lie about. Y'all know y'all results and shit. So we got fresh lies. So
for
the year, and then we'll see where we all at. I'm pretty sure both of our fan bases is gonna be somewhat split on opinions on our coaches. This is how this shit go.
Carlos say ticket sales up to 40% capacity. That was a good one.
I hear you, Valdosta ass motherfucker. Country ass motherfucker. Y'all supposed to go.
Baby. I get Savannah calling somebody country. That's nuts.
I done told y'all we ain't country. We not doing this shit again. We are not fucking country, especially compared to Valdosta.
But let me get into this recruiting weekend. So we had some big visits, and I'm not talking about the recruits, man. So we had we honored Leroy Butler. We had him on campus this weekend. PJ Williams, Asante Samuel Jr., Cam Irvin.
How did the honor of PJ Butler go?
Leroy Butler.
Leroy Butler, I'm sorry.
He was inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. So they did something for him on Friday, just celebrating his Hall of Fame speech. And then they had like a former players weekend, and all those guys are honored at the basketball game.
Dope.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so it was real good to have all those guys on campus, especially with the big recruiting weekend.
That's what I meant to say to y'all boys, man. So this weekend, man, real quick, I ain't mean nothing.
No, you good. Go ahead.
But I just remember this, and I keep forgetting this. Hey, relax, Larry.
That's all good.
For sure. Did you know that Kyle Pitts was dating Peter Ward's daughter?
Really?
Dog, it blew my fucking mind this weekend, bro.
Pete based in Atlanta too, so that kind of makes sense. So he met her in Atlanta?
I have no idea. I just seen, I was nosy on Twitter watching my guy Kyle, and then I just went back to the draft videos. All like, it's Peter Ward's daughter, bro. Like, that's big three fucking royalty right there. That's crazy union, right?
Yeah, that's real wild.
He trying to make some good genetics.
I don't know if they're married or dating right now, but I think that's fucking dope. I thought it was dope.
Have a baby with her, dog. She got good genetics.
Great genetics. What? Kyle Pitts and Peter Ward.
Yeah.
That'll be a mutant damn baby, man. Just make sure Mike offer first if he here.
That's how LeBron was born, fam.
Right, for real.
We don't know who LeBron daddy is.
Man, that motherfucker, he was someone athletic, but I can tell you.
He was a mutant.
Yeah.
I wonder, man. I'd love to know who LeBron's pops is, man. But anyways, go ahead, CJ. That's a whole nother show.
To start off the recruit, we actually had a surprise commit, and this came out of nowhere, man. Keith Sampson, defensive tackle out of New Bern, North Carolina. The 201st best player in the country, blue chip, 4-star defensive lineman. Auburn, Clemson, and Ohio State were some of the teams that are pushing for him the hardest. And hell, we wasn't expecting this at all. Was coming on for a visit.
Who landed him? My guy landed him?
Odell, man. Odell been working, bro. Odell been working.
I see posting grind's been quiet. I see why.
Right. Odell been working.
I see why.
The furniture, baby.
Yeah, the furniture, man. Odell been
That's
working.
a wild nickname.
I like it though. I like it, bro. I would be honored to be nicknamed the furniture.
Them boys, them boys.
I'm always here. I'm always here, motherfucker.
But nah, so he got Odell got to commit, man. Somebody going to give Odell some love, man. So he got to commit from Keith Sampson. Like I said, we weren't expecting this at all. It wasn't no timetable. He was just coming for a regular visit. But he said just the love and vibes at Florida State just felt like home, and he loves, what Odell has done. Put over 20 guys in the NFL, or over 20 defensive tackles in the NFL. So he just want to be a part of that. And also Will Norman. This was another surprise visit out of ING Academy, the 88th best defensive tackle in the country. They had a surprise visit on Friday. We didn't expect him to come. It was supposed to be a one-day visit. He was supposed to go to LSU the next day. Man, the visit was going so well. He canceled his visit to LSU and stayed the whole weekend in Tallahassee.
Is he the 88th best player or defensive tackle?
Player, 88th overall in the nation.
You said defensive tackle. I was like, that ain't that good.
No.
Yeah.
Right, so might as well bring you on a visit. You going there?
Yeah. I said, shit, I'm the 94th.
Right.
At 41 years old.
Right. But not 88th overall national player. 88th overall.
Gotcha.
Correct. Yeah, so we had Will Norman on campus, man, and this kid was like, man, he wasn't. It was more so a courtesy visit. But he just the love in Odell and what Odell was preaching. He said, man, he's gonna stay the whole weekend. FSU is solidified within this team, a team that is currently considering. He said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and possibly be back for the spring game. And you look at this whole social media, kid been tweeting and posting about FSU since he left. So
yeah, he was chilling for 3 days. But I know what y'all took him up through the
hey, listen.
Y'all took him up through the gauntlet.
Do it. You gotta do it. If you got recruiting tools, you gotta use it.
Every time y'all get him, there's never a quick one dayer. Oh, he just popped in because he real quick. It's all when they get him there 3 days, he getting the Jesus Shuttlesworth treatment.
Now that I think about it, yeah, Hicks was there for 3 days too with his mom and dad.
Jesus Shuttlesworth treatment going on.
Oh man, that ain't too bad. I saw that movie.
Right.
I envy Jesus in some ways, and the other side was like, man, there's a lot of pressure. But
yeah, both.
This is dope.
Comes with the territory.
It does come with the territory. Vic Burley, 5-star defensive tackle out of Georgia. Coach Haggins talks to me on a personal level. This is a direct quote. Coach Haggins talks to me on a personal level. So it just really draws me to the school. Coach Haggins feels like family. He could probably be like an uncle to me. That's kind of funny. He's pretty cool to talk to. And every time I call him, there's always a good conversation. As far as what FSU says, or what FSU stands, rather, he says they're up there. They have a real chance, a real good culture. I like them a lot. So the weekend overall, just to give you guys, I want to get into everything or whatnot, but the weekend overall went pretty well. Received 3 new Cristobal's also in light of Keith committing. Was a Cristobal for Jeremiah Anglin. Is it Anglin? Yeah, Jeremiah Anglin. That's Derwin James' cousin, the safety out of Polk County. And we also the Carver offensive lineman and defensive lineman, Kelton Smith and Darren Reed. Those 2 guys got Cristobal at FSU as well. So overall, the weekend it went pretty good. I'm not going to get into all of them. Oh yeah, Brandon Ennis too. He put up on campus, and we all talk about hey, we feel like maybe it's just he's going to USC, but he gave some praise and reviews for Dugans and whatever. So if he pops back on campus, then I may.
Oh yeah, we know he's full of shit. Man.
Yeah, I know he lying. I was just gonna say that. He lying like a mother.
I don't trust this kid. Man.
You know what's funny too? I saw the pictures and it was like, how did I look? And I was like, I ain't gonna hold you. Kid look good in the little garnet and gold. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, actually,
it got me excited a little bit. Then I realized, man, this motherfucker committed to Oklahoma. Man, I ain't going for that, man.
Right. I was like, not gonna hold you, young boy.
I ain't really following. I don't think. Yeah, I think he's out. I don't think he's coming to.
I don't think he's an in-state guy. Nah, right. Yeah, I don't think so either. But
and that's cool. I'm not gonna be mad at any of my coaches if they don't get Brandon Enos. I'd like some other receivers actually ahead of him, like just for other reasons. But I wouldn't be mad.
I told you guys personally he wasn't in my top 3, but I do feel like he's an elite receiver just because hey, there's that many elite receivers in the state of Florida. But I'm not going to get my hopes up. If he visits again, then he'll have my attention a little bit.
Yeah.
Hakeem Williams, he was on campus also.
He visited
Florida on you can talk about that, Silk, in regards to that visit, but he visited Florida Friday. Then he had a state championship game in Lakeland on Saturday. Then he made his way to Tallahassee on Sunday. So it was a great experience in regards to being on campus. We did a basketball and football photo shoot. Thought that was kind of interesting also. Right, we know damn well he ain't getting offered in basketball, but we'll play the game with it. And also Omar Graham, he the link back up with him, was his former teammate down there at Stranahan. Omar is currently on campus now, so it's good to have Omar kind of in his ear a little bit, just show him, hey, what FSU is really about as a player. Like currently, if you actually come here from someone who's not going to BS him and give you what it is, because those guys are pretty close. Like I said, he announced his top 8 a couple weeks ago, and they had Alabama, Georgia, Miami, Ohio State, Rutgers, Texas A&M, USC, and FSU. But he did also take that visit to Florida. So I'm not even taking that serious. I put Florida over.
Come on, man, stop playing.
Yeah, that was just a curry. Hey, man, y'all boys call me every day. Y'all call me every day. So let me throw y'all in here.
It's family, but come on, man.
Right. But we'll see how it plays out. So it's good to actually get him on campus. So the weekend was good. I just want to see those guys build on it moving forward. We all know, man, this is the first. Well, not the first. This is the beginning of a long stretch of them back and forth visits from the spring to the summer. So we'll see how it goes. Right.
Remember, Shiano had that thing cooking though.
Dog, he
we'll
really
give
did.
him credit, man. Shiano had Rutgers cooking for a little second, man.
And if he would have never left and be what the Bucks head coach, that was the Bucks, I believe. Shit, there's no telling where he could have took.
He would have got better college jobs. I think he just decision making.
Dog, you know who really fucked up. You know who really fucked up.
Moves.
Tennessee fucked up. Remember, at one point in time they were going to hire Shiano, and the fans voted. Yeah,
they dumb.
Motherfucker had a revote and fired him on Twitter.
That's crazy how powerful Twitter is.
But y'all was wrong. I'll be honest with you. Y'all wrong, bro. He had Rutgers cooking.
Yeah,
Muhammad Sanu and shit, bro. Like what
Ray
are y'all
Rice.
talking about?
Ray Rice,
right? Like, bro, like I'm telling you,
the twins, the McCoy twins.
I appreciate Tennessee for being a shit show, man.
Yeah. Y'all was wrong. It happens,
Speaking of Hakeem Williams, though,
we all feel good.
Mm-hmm. That's when I agree. We all feel good. Y'all two feel good about McClain. I don't really feel good about that one, but this one, I feel like we all feel good on.
Right.
Yeah, I'm high on the kid, man. Long, athletic kid.
He's that guy.
Yeah. Like
sure.
It's funny because we talk about star distribution, and I could tell you definitely a few seconds ago Sid would nod to the fact that you had him a little bit higher than you got Ennis.
I do too.
Even though Ennis got the 5, right? And I agree as well. So, Ennis is a kid that, by like most reports I read, is he exceeds what you think he would do. Hakeem has like all of the physical tools you could possibly want, and he performs at that level. So,
I think that you got to weigh out like what you see ceiling wise. I think Hakeem's ceiling is fucking bananas. I think the ceiling, that's where the gap's at, in my opinion. I think in the next year we're gonna see this not even be a conversation once like Hakeem like mature. He like, in my opinion, just seeing him run right, he really starting to like really grasp how fucking great he is. You know what I'm saying, on a lot of shit. So I think the next year, it's gonna be a gap. I think you're gonna start seeing by the time these guys sign a letter of intent, it's gonna be very clear who's the better wide receiver. Is my take there.
That's what's up. I feel you on that.
Yeah, I think
it's gonna be a good off season.
Just a ceiling wise, Hakeem is that, but I don't want to take anything from Ennis. Them cats did have. Now he could ball, and their quarterback situation was crazy. Was terrible last year. I think half of the season he had to play quarterback himself. So, but yeah, as far as his upside, I think Jalen Brown has higher upside too. That's the kid I'm really
right. That's why I got him over him as well. I don't want to get crazy, but bro, upside. I just see upside, bro. Like
I think
I'm just laughing because that's just yet another guy that we all feel pretty good about. I'm like, these kids are good. Somebody should feel bad.
It's some great talent. Now I'm not gonna say I'm just talking from a talent level of what I see. I don't know where I feel. I don't feel overexcited about any of these guys' recruitment. I like the things they're saying. They're all saying good things. I know we're in it. That feels great. But a talent level, I think, being that I know we all have legitimate shots at these kids and they're elite talent. You know,
Right.
Most of the time we kind of just folded in the previous like maybe 3-4 years that Bama's finna come get the best receivers in the state, and that's what it is. I don't think that's the case this year.
I certainly hope not.
Feels a little different. We'll see.
Let's shake it out.
We'll see. I know Till listening. Till gonna let us know she's screen recording.
That shit already recorded.
Yeah.
Once one on commit, she gonna throw it. She gonna feed it to the wolves.
But that's the funny thing is.
But no, I agree. I don't feel like that's the case this year.
Not with the wideouts at least so far.
Right.
So far,
Right.
I haven't heard a lot of Bama smoke. So
no, they in there. Pause.
Oh, of course,
they're always around, right?
They're
always around. But I just feel it's a little bit different this year, and I'm pretty sure Bama's recruiting thinks it's a little bit different this year as well with Mario and the way Billy and them moving. It's gonna be a different route.
Yeah, they know them. I mean, they both coach at Bama, so they know.
Facts.
They know where they learned from. They know that their style, their tenacity. That's one reason Mario went there. When he had associate head coach or whatever with us, he up jumped and boogied on over to Alabama because he understood that this is Nick Saban. Al Golden don't know what the fuck he doing. It's a cool title. It's a cool title and all, but shit, I'm going over to Saban, and it made all the sense in the world. He learned a lot. So Saban know who he's going up against. Same thing for Billy. He knows
it's real.
Yeah, he knows Billy. He knows Billy's work ethic, his his tenacity. He knows these guys, so he knows he's in for some battles. Because I taught him. Sometimes the student eventually outdoes the teacher eventually.
I gotta see.
So we'll see how that goes.
Hype. Yeah, I'm judging my guy.
No, we gotta see.
If you start losing to Nick, I'm judging him. Like I ain't got time for all that shit, bro. Like you gotta win these battles, man. I'm not gonna be hyping you, fam.
I feel you.
Scared money don't make no money, Larry. Huh?
Not feel. That's the motto, right?
That's the motto, baby. Show me what's up, man. Like show me the money, fam.
Yeah, our motto is, I got money.
Y'all talk about is money. That ain't y'all's all day.
It don't matter. It's spent.
Y'all personally think y'all rich.
Yeah, I feel it. I'm with them.
We on spring break right now. Florida staff is on the break.
Oh, y'all not serious? Okay, go ahead.
I mean, all staffs are going to take this break. So shout out to that.
Oh, okay. No bad.
Yeah. What you got going on, bro?
I just say shit sometimes.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, we're on spring break, man. So the team, the players, everybody's not returning to March 14th. So no visits this week. But when things do resume, practice is coming up soon. We got some bangers and some big recruiting visits on the way. Before I get into recruiting, I'll just talk some depth chart, maybe position battle stuff before spring ball. That's coming up. Outside linebackers. Probably one of the rooms that linebackers period is probably the major room. I feel confident about offensive line with the additions we made. We had some talent come in, but outside linebacker, defensive end is my biggest concern, especially with Chris Bogle leaving. Just to keep it all the way 100, all the way a beam.
Did Bogle pick a school yet? Has that been
Michigan State?
Damn, boy, Mel Tucker.
Yeah, he's out there with Mel. Yeah, Brenton Cox kind of just sold. With Brenton Cox coming back, them at the same spot, I kind of just sold that. We got some guys behind Brenton Cox with Antoine Powell, Lloyd Summerall, Chief Borders, David Reese. Those guys are like, they got the recruiting stars, but that don't matter at this point. Not a whole lot of production.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of production. So that position scares me a little bit. Even with like middle linebacker. We got some other guys like DeJuan Black, Derek Wingo been on campus a few years. Jeremiah Williams, all those guys are backers that were like highly touted recruits, but from those linebacker, outside linebacker, inside linebacker position, it gets a little spooky for us, in my opinion. So I'm interested to see how spring plays out, and if we hop in the portal. Because I personally think, just looking at the depth chart and like having my opinion of those guys' talent level, I think we need some infusion of some immediate help at that position.
We could use some help there as well. I just don't know what's out there right now.
But see, that's the thing.
Things gonna change after
spring. Yeah. Remember, it's 2 cycles of it.
No, I agree. Do we think a lot? Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what shake loose. I don't
what happens
know.
on the back end, just like let the listeners know. So
Mhm.
we don't get the fans, we don't get access to all this practice film, but these players can shop their practice film. So if they're at Alabama, Georgia, and all those places and they're not playing, that film they can use to say, yo, this is what my practice look like. And then programs like Florida can be like, yo, shit, they're kind of killing over there. So once he hit the portal, he can use his practice film to shop himself. So it's not like you need the game film of actual games to recruit guys in the portal. There's practice film also that you can use. I remember when we could have got Joe Burrow. Like Dan Mullen made some terrible decisions. We're gonna talk about Combine.
I remember
later.
that. I remember that.
We could have got Joe Burrow. They turned him down. Urban Meyer laid that up. Think about that relationship. He laid Emory up. He also laid Joe Burrow up. That was ours for the taking. And they was evaluating his practice film. And that shit was in all of our group chat DMs. Like we was sharing that shit. Like, yo, this kid look like he's slanging a little bit. But we didn't take him. But that's a different type of tool. Like these guys. So that's why we're gonna get that next burst of portal transfer stuff. And the average fan may think like, well, why would they just take these random kids with no film? No, they could use practice film, scrimmage film, things of that nature to recruit kids that may not have actual game time film.
Yeah, agreed 100%. It's a different world out there. So we don't see that film per se, but like you said, kids use that type of film all the time as leverage in regards to other scholarships. Even if it's on a lower level, they use that all the time. So yeah,
right.
It's two cycles in regards to this. You have that first wave, which is after the season, those type of transfers. Then you have that second wave of the spring. Well, okay, I saw through the winter workout, spring practice, still not where I want to be on the depth chart. All right, so let me check it and see if I can find somewhere I can play right away. And that's where you had those summer transfers. Yeah, we got Dylan Gibbons from Notre Dame. He was a summer transfer, and he was probably one of our most consistent offensive linemen this past year. So yeah, we got him in like June or July. I can't remember which one. So
right. That's the world. Like it's just the football world these days. So just something to watch out. And those are the rooms that I'm gonna be watching in the spring. That's my lead number one room. Outside linebacker, pass rushing. That whole dynamic. I think we need some infusion because you just need depth. Like injuries gonna happen. I don't think Brent Cox was playing healthy last year. I think towards the end of the season, towards Florida State, when he started like peaking, you could see him getting a little bit healthier. But the rumors of him being injured in the preseason, there was some Georgia leaks about him being out for the season. I don't think those rumors were like just smoke and mirrors. There was some injuries stuff there that he dealt with. But outside of Britain, I like Antoine Powell. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, you need depth to make runs in the SEC because the war of attrition is what it is every year. Players gonna get injured, nicked up, banged up. Smoking weeks don't matter.
Nature of the game.
Right. Another speaking of like transfers and things of that nature. I got in my CJ bag, things of that nature, didn't I?
it rolls off.
Yeah. Jalen Kimber, the transfer, another pause.
Watch out, man.
Burst and rubbing off. We got to take both of those off.
Oh man,
toss those and things CJ can't say on the pod no more. Jalen Kimber, the transfer from University of Georgia, is another guy that I'm ready. I'm ready to watch my DB room. I think Jason Marshall is CB1. No doubt about that. Avery Helm, Jalen Kimber, Jaden Hill, I think, and maybe a little Kamar. I like Kamar in the slot position, but those are the guys that may be battling for CB2. Avery Helm and Jaden Hill's coming off injury. Avery Helm is the returning guy. He had an okay season last year. Towards the end, he got a little better.
That's Dan guy again, right? That's Dan's man, right?
That's Dan's man. I keep it a ball. Like Avery got. I like track guys, so I like them as a recruit coming in. Speedy guy, but I think with Corey Raymond and those guys, everybody get a fresh look? So I'm just giving everybody the same open field. We'll see how spring check out. I'm not gonna judge any of these defensive backs based on what the hell I seen last year from those coaches. So everybody got a fresh slate, in my opinion. But that's the battle I'm looking at as well. Sacking up after the linebackers. What's up?
No, I was gonna say interesting enough that's the same for me. I think Tyreek has his spot pretty much locked down. He's injured right now, so Tyreek hasn't been participating right now. And so but I do think Tyreek will lock down one half.
Who you got for CB2?
That's where it gets super cloudy, man. I really, we're waiting on Daryl Porter, but he's coming in later. I think he should come take it, considering, his relationship. Jamal Adai coached him at West Virginia, recruiting him there.
Right.
He's a pretty solid cornerback. I mean, he could definitely strengthen up his tackling game. But he's not god awful by any stretch of the imagination. But after that, it's a crowded room, in my opinion, but doesn't really have a guy that I could definitively look at that steps up to take that CB2 or even nickel spot. If I had to pick a nickel right now, I would probably go Couch. But the problem with Couch to me was Couch, I think, is pretty solid in coverage. I think his confidence got shot a little bit. But what happened a lot last year was teams just went at him. And not necessarily in the passing game. They would go at him in the running game. They run it to the side knowing he couldn't tackle the running back. And then just blow past them. So that is probably
pride thing, boy, because that's a terrible reputation.
It is. And I did hear that somebody ran into him in the.
How damn did I run into somebody out there? I get that reputation. Like, bro, I got to prove some shit.
He
paralyzed trying to prove
that. Was the one thing about Corey coming out was that he was slight of frame. There was no question about his tenacity, his coverage skills. It was just like, hey, he's a little slight, man. I don't know if he's going to be able to compete at the highest level.
That's what I'm worried about. My defensive backs. That's not like even. I mean, Kimber, he's on the slighter side. But right. Avery Ham, Jaden Hill, those are smaller guys that I don't think can run into SEC running backs on the regular.
Right, and not picking on him, but Corey definitely got picked on in that position last year. It was he was one of our leaders in missed tackles because I mean, again, he's going up against guys that got 60 pounds on him damn near. So it's like, bro, he is having a hell of a fight there. So I heard someone ran into him at the grocery store and said he looked bulked up. So I mean, hey, hopefully he's put on some good solid weight that can help him in the out there on the field.
He got the streets intel, the public streets.
That's what I heard. It was Publix. Yeah, it was Publix. Matter of fact,
did he pay for the crab legs?
Allegedly, Shout out Jameis. He had to pay for them crab legs. He wasn't supposed to. He was a star in the city, bro.
That's facts. NIL the crab legs for Jameis, man.
Definitely.
Wipe that guy's record clean, man. It should have been a crab leg.
In today's market,
James with 8. James with 8, like big. He definitely had to steal no crab legs.
What? After that, man, listen. That boy had some of the damn crab sponsorships.
Listen.
So yeah, just
you remember my bad for the road again. I'm going to throw that into my book of words to say, right? But remember he got drafted. And he had the crowd legs when he got drafted too.
Yeah. James funny as fuck, bro. Okay, nobody said he's hilarious.
Without trying.
He definitely know what the hell he's doing.
At some point in time, he do. Some point in time, yeah.
That's the genius of James. Sometimes I think he knows.
He's naturally goofy as hell.
Yeah,
he's naturally goofy, but he definitely knows what the fuck he's doing, bro.
Yeah, the crab legs was clearly at
Yeah.
That's clear as day. But
even the workouts, bro. Like he know what the fuck he's doing, bro. That's just hilarious, though.
The workout stuff to me, I'm like, I don't know. Is that goofy?
We gotta talk more Jameis shit later. He's probably the number one quarterback free agent this year.
When it comes to the workout stuff, I'm like, well, I don't know. Did a trainer tell him, pull some of these moves?
Yeah, but all those guys do those weird, like stabilized workout. He filmed those for bad reactions on purpose. And like, it's just humor. I ain't saying it's a bad thing. It's fucking hilarious. But these fans are calling him goofy and shit. Don't get that he's in on the joke.
I mean, yeah, because look at Dak Prescott. They did the same thing to Dak, right? Dak was
doing
a little heel twist.
Yeah.
It was very
simple. But some of those workouts, a lot of these cats don't know what the hell they be talking about either, as far as the joke and trolling aspect of it.
Yeah, the average fan. Right.
Like when playing with routes, they was calling them Cinderella routes and shit. I'm like, all right, bro, no, let's actually have people run routes these days.
That shit really works. Yeah.
So just getting into that same conversation when it comes to position battles. Yeah. I really do believe our CB2 spot is very much up in the air. I think it's going to come down to late, right before the season starts to really see who solidifies himself. Outside of Tyreek, I think there's some talent that could possibly be polished up and be ready. But I'll tell you this much. That is probably the room that I expect to have at least one transfer when after spring ball. I expect at least one of those guys to go ahead and bounce and try their fortunes somewhere else.
Hey, get your poverty out of the way. You got your shit off already. I will say I think Devin Moore is going to compete for a position. Just watching him compete at the All-Star games.
All about Devin Moore. Yeah.
And he's an early enrollee on campus. I think the kid's a dog.
Yeah,
I think he's going to compete for a starting role. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the other side of Jason Marshall as well, a big physical kid. Everybody can get a fresh shot, but that's a guy that's going to compete for the spot right now. I think Devin Moore, Jalen Kimber, Avery Ham, Jaden Hill. Out of those four, you find your nickel in your CB2. Good competition. Feel way more optimistic about cornerback than I do about linebackers. I get to other positions like next week and shit, but those two are my top concerns right there on the entire team. Tight end's probably a near close after that. Like our tight end room is outside of one guy, it gets a little weird.
Yeah, I'm with you. My tight end room isn't that good. Also, and maybe to a good point. No, last year we had Jordan Wilson transfer from UCLA. He stood out. He was physically imposing. This year, we don't really have a tight end that stands out. Cam McDonald is what he is going into his fifth year on campus. I mean, like I said, he is what he is. After that, we don't really have anyone. So tight end may be a position that concerns me. That's all I'm. Cause I got to see the pads get on. I got to see some more stuff. When the pads get on, that's when the real shit gets going.
Yeah, no doubt. It's spring ball. My favorite shit about spring ball, and then even in early fall camp, is when the camp rollout practice. It's gonna be weird shit happen at practice. Like Jaylen Brown didn't hit he was fucking up on the little nets.
Oh yeah, so that's the thing. You got
that's my shit. I like that.
10-second clips versus out of a 2.5 hour practice, and that 10-second clip is
going, bro.
Oh boy, it'd be the all be all tell all or whatever. That 10-second clip. That motherfucker is trash. Yeah, it gets the people going. Exactly. When you get beat in that 10-second clip, he's trash.
He's buns, man.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I love the little spring training clips. I'll be like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this to yourself, bro? This don't matter. None of this matters.
We take one play out of 60. One snaps out of 60.
I mean, that goes to speak to production value, right? So they put the right music, the slow-mo sweat dripping off the chin.
Like I said, it's provocative. They appease to the recruits saying that, so you got to understand that.
Yeah, because the fan base is charged up. Oh, look at them. Look at them hit each other to the theme of Eye of the Tiger or whatever is going on in the background.
It's weird, bro, because it's like hard to cheer. Like if your offensive player breaks off something crazy, like it means your defense is probably buns, right? So it's like it's practice, man. Relax, man. It's fun. It's good for fans. I like following this. It's practice. It's practice.
In practice, a motherfucker go win a rep, a motherfucker go lose a rep, bro. It's go damn happen. And the motherfucker got off the rep in them 10 seconds in that 10-second clip you just seen, he probably won the next damn rep. You just didn't see it. Just let the shit play out.
Yeah, we do learn a lot about these guys through like the practice reports.
Now, if it's consistent, these motherfuckers getting beat, then
right. We learn a lot. If you're one of the fanatics that follow the Twitter streets, the message boards and all that, you do get a good vibe of spring, like how these guys are progressing in the program and whatnot. So I don't want to
you want from spring,
gloss
man,
over like how important spring is.
Yeah, the main thing you want from spring is development, learning system concepts, and coming out healthy. Those are the main three things for me, man. Development, because you're not really with spring and stuff like that. And you're not really getting into your bag, like your deep bag, as far as your playbook, as far as game planning. You're working on yourself. It's all about development. You're working on our scheme versus just our scheme. So it could be a point in time where the defense can run cover 3 for 6 straight down plays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know they're running cover 3 for 6 straight down plays. They're trying to perfect that cover 3. You feel me? It's more so about yourself.
Right.
Versus the progression of the season and going into, breaking down film and trying to game plan versus this opponent, that opponent.
That's good. That's good information there, CJ.
Conditioning.
Yep, conditioning too.
It's getting
program shit.
Getting your body ready for a season, especially the cardio, getting ready to be able to breathe in those tough moments,
Outside of that, we start practice next week, so I don't want to get too far. I just want to talk about some positional battles before I started camp.
Oh, y'all ain't. That's right. Yeah, y'all ain't.
Yeah, we ain't started yet. You ain't started yet neither. You started practice?
No, that first practice like yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had our second practice.
Why y'all spring? Y'all games got to be spread out weird then, because y'all games the same weekend as ours.
Well, see, no, we on spring break next week, and we're not doing anything at all next week.
So y'all gonna take a break. See, I'm glad we didn't do that. Like, we on spring break now. So I'm glad we didn't start and then take a break. That's weird shit.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
No, I agree. I think that's a better strategy.
Yeah.
Once you get them going, let them lock in and just roll from there.
Yeah, them boys need to go away and get buns and shit, man. Like,
yeah, I don't like that either.
They can smoke weed now. They hit the loud, Come back to practice. They gotta get back focused. So shout out to Billy for starting this thing out the spring break, man. He's just a smart guy, man. Scared money don't make money, baby. Recruiting wise, we got some shit lining up, I think. So while Malik Bryant, Peyton Kirkland, and Derek LeBlanc, speaking of the Orlando area, Malik Bryant's a 5-star player out of Orlando Jones. Peyton Kirkland, 4-star.
Shout out to Easy, man, because Easy teacher at Jones. He be having Malik in his class all the time.
Yeah, Malik a killer, man.
Yeah.
Hey, next time you see him, tell him go Gators, man. Peyton Kirkland, 4-star offensive tackle out of Orlando as well. Derek LeBlanc, 4-star 5-tech defensive lineman. All these guys at Orlando are set to commit July 23rd. They all made this decision while the location said Gainesville on a visit. So I'm getting a little geek. Thinking we might be able to land something. Traditionally, right? That weekend is Friday Night Lights. 7/23 is the date they named. My birthday 7/22. That shit always fall on my birthday weekend, Friday Night Lights. So I think it's maybe a camp, post camp. That's a Saturday, so maybe post Friday Night Lights. I don't know. We'll see what's up. But I think that's a lot of UF energy right there, in my opinion. And that'll be a good start with locking down that I-4 quarter. If I land them 3 guys, I am going to come on this podcast talking greasy, fellas.
As you should.
That's a lot. I don't know. I mean, it's interesting that they all announcing on the same day. I don't know if that necessarily means same school, but I would anticipate that, though. My early anticipation would be there seems to be some sort of unification there, so we'll certainly see.
And I also feel good about Cedric Baxter, the number 1 running back in the country that's also in the Orlando area. That I-4 quarter is a motherfucker. You win that shit, you get your top 3 class, man. So we'll see. There's still a long way to go, but I think there is some traction there. I just want to get the fans some energy of what's going on. Kirkland was going to take more visits. He had a visit lined up for Georgia, but Georgia lost Matt Luke, so he's canceled that visit. So right now there is no visit. He said he may take one more in May, June, that time. But right now, nothing's set up since Matt Luke has stepped down from Georgia. Right after the spring break, we got some heat as far as visitors. March 15th, to Michigan linebacker commit Raylan Wilson. Guy I really like. He should be visiting us.
So
Heavy
little story on Raylan, man. So
what you got? You got some heat?
Yeah, Tallahassee, Lincoln. About 220 pounds. About a couple weeks ago, it was a track meet, man. It was Jesse Ford's invitation. I think Raylan ran like a 11-1 or 11 flat at the track meet, which is crazy for a linebacker his size. So and he ran the 4x1 too, man. So Raylan is one of those athletes, one of those fast flow linebackers, speedy guy.
We gotta get him to the Ville, man.
No, it ain't happening. But yeah, go ahead.
Put in word for me, CJ.
Oh no,
you got me?
No. But yeah, this one throw it out there. It's crazy because he's 220, 225, but he run like a damn deer for his size. Real good linebacker.
We can't let that man go to hardball. March 18th, we got some big dogs coming on campus. Cedric Baxter is the biggest name. He's coming with the family in tow. He gave us some glowing praise the last time he was on campus. Another guy who we can land early on in the cycle. If we learn a guy like that, he hasn't gave us any indication that he's gonna maybe decide that early, but it's always a good sign when they're bringing the whole family in tow. Usually that's a sign that decision makers are there with him. We'll see how all that plays out. But just my update of the I-4 corridor. I'm gonna update y'all regularly on that. Another guy I like is Malik Benson, JUCO wide receiver. I think he's the number 1 JUCO wide receiver in the country from Hutchinson Community College. Really, really good guy. I think he's big receiver, kind of like a guy like Billy Gonzalez would like, big physical SEC type wide receiver. Go up and get the ball. I think he run the whole route tree.
What was that name again?
Malik Benson.
I think that kid is the truth. I think FSU is always like one of the best receivers.
The whole country is pretty much on his tail, man. So
yeah, he's the truth.
He's a guy I think even Bama will be after.
Yeah, Bama actually offered. Bama, LSU, right. We did. Yeah, this kid he's the guy in the 23 class as far as JUCO receiver recruiting.
Correct. I think all this portal stuff helped the JUCO image as well. I think JUCO is recruited a little bit differently now that the portal is such a trendy thing.
Yeah, because you could lose people just like that, man. So it's just another.
JUCO just have like a little stench on it. Like it's like
you want to take those guys,
right? People didn't go out them like they. I thought they could, even if they were like elite talent. Like people didn't go out them like that unless it was like Cam Newton or somebody crazy. It was very rarely what people use JUCO as a regular recruiting tool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you just stop gap. I'm in trouble. Let me go grab a kid real quick.
Well, nowadays it's a real source, man, because like you said, it's another avenue to bring those kids in because you're losing those kids. At another high clip. So once you lose those kids at a high clip, you got to try to find another way to kind of compensate that. So JUCO is another good avenue to kind of bridge the gap between losing so much within the transfer portal.
Right. We made some offers at quarterback, which I like because I don't know how I feel about the kid out of Jacksonville. I'm forgetting his name right now. That quarterback, I mentioned him last week. I'm not been watching this film and I don't want to be like too crazy, but I'm just not that high. I think we need a really elite quarterback this class, and I don't know if it's going to be the Manning kid. So I've just been watching my quarterback recruitment, see if we throw out some more offers. And they offer a 5-star Dante Moore out of Detroit, Michigan, a kid I like, dual threat type of guy. We're freshly new in that market. I don't know a whole lot about his recruitment. That offer went out today, but I think I'm just happy to see more offers going out. Stokes is the kid that's in Jacksonville. Sorry, I'm still forgetting his first name. I think he's okay.
Marcus
Stokes. We talked about him. I think he's okay. But right now, the way my quarterback room looking, I can't play with okay. I need some elite to step in. I need some blue chip shit to step in my quarterback room. So I'm glad that offer went out because I was getting a little nervous about Marcus Stokes being my guy and that being a QB1 because it's looking like the Manning thing starting to fade.
Early.
Because you gotta know if you gotta decide early if you want to wait that out. Like how serious?
How invested are you in it with it?
Right.
Because he's a kid going a distance. But you can't. You really got to play. You got to protect yourself in the instance also.
You do. Yeah, I ain't waiting on the damn thing.
I don't watch this play out too many times. That quarterback room, but I want to see how early he solidified that, and I do like how he's moving. Like I said that from the beginning. Like I don't care how confident he is about Manning. Like I don't think Manning's that damn good to be just turning down other blue chip quarterbacks. I don't care how good he is. Like you gotta solidify that room, and like the top elite guys, bro. You just need one of them. It ain't got to be the number one. You need one of them ones. So like work your board, work your analytics, evaluate your team getting your shit. Don't just bank on one guy that late in the cycle that can burn something. Just get a guy that can help you early, that's elite, that fits your board, chip away at them relationship wise, make it happen.
No, you're absolutely right, because when we look at, what translates, quarterback is probably, if you go to the NFL level at least, is one of the biggest gambles, right? It's pretty much 50-50 when you look at the first round. I looked that up before. So you can find some really good talent at quarterback that may not be the most blue chip 5-star kid. You may find a really good kid, really good player that's a 4-star kid. So yeah, I'm not going to play too many games with a 5-star kid at QB. I got to get me a horse in the stable, and if that 5-star kid kind of circles around and lets me know he's still very interested, we can examine that then. But in the meantime, I'm on the roll with some good talent, period. Or as far as my eyes tell me, it's good talent.
They just offered another kid like just now as well, Dylan Lonergan, 4-star quarterback out of Snellville, Georgia. Kids, number 9 quarterback in the country. So I like that they're working the board, like expand your horizons a little bit. I like what's going on with that type of action. So we'll see. They give me something to monitor when we get some quarterback visits and things of that nature. But I damn sure want my visit, not my visit, but I want to have a quarterback not too far after maybe spring game. Like I don't want to head into summer 707, all that camp shit without a guy that's on that trail of camp circuit. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not with the logo chomping and shit. I need a quarterback on that trail.
No doubt. Quarterback is, hopefully the tip of the spear for you when it comes to recruiting.
Couple bell cows, but quarterback is definitely helpful, especially with receivers like what we got in this country. The earlier we get a quarterback, the quicker one of these elite quarterbacks to be hollering at Hakeem Williams and even Enos or anybody be like, yo,
next biggest
come play with me.
Outside of the staff position, that's your next biggest recruiter, the quarterback.
Facts.
No doubt.
Tebow got Percy Harvin, Brandon Spikes, and everybody else. That's how that shit went down. I'm done with Big 3 talk. I don't know if I'm good. I'm ready to move on. I got enough Big 3 talk. I think I'm good. What y'all got? Anything? Any questions?
Nah, because y'all ain't did shit yet. So when practice get going,
get the rolling. Only other real quick hitter, I won't spend much time on this at all.
You good?
Another position battle that'll probably be interesting is running back. I think Roos will probably
y'all loaded that running back, so they will be interesting to see how they play on the screen.
Yeah, I think
my running back room is interesting as well. I'm gonna talk about that next week though.
I think we may end up, somebody may get up out of there.
Yeah, somebody got to transfer. Give me the list real quick, like, because I know y'all brought in the running back to this. The kid from Ole Miss.
Parrish. Yeah, Henry Parrish, who was a kid that was high in the he was a kid that was highly regarded in that same cycle where we took Rooster and Don Chaney Jr. So you got those two guys. You got Thad Franklin. You got Henry Parrish, Cody Brown. Am I forgetting anyone? Don't think I am right now. I could be. I might be drawing a blank. But I think Russo will probably come in as RB1. But I think the probably the bigged battle right now would be RB2 between Thad Franklin and Henry Parrish. I give a little bit of an edge to Thad because Thad's a different type running back. I think Henry Parrish and Jalen Knighton are very, very similar in skill sets. size, things of that nature. They're very, very similar. So I think Thad brings in a bit of a different element. He's, by all accounts, has come in, reshaped himself some, shed some bad weight, and is ready, I think, to be that guy at running back too. So we'll see. It really a lot of it to me early on seems to hinge on how the coaches want to substitute that running back. Do they want to bring in a guy that's very similar, or do they want to bring in someone that's a change of pace, change of look? So that's probably right now the most second most intriguing battle as far as I'm concerned.
Nice.
That's it for 3.
Let's talk. We're gonna talk. What happened with Brownlee, man? What's going on there, man? Brownlee said y'all boys, something's going on, and it was one of my takes, and one of my even like when I was operating in. It's real quick because I know Brownlee on some wild shit. These kids be entitled, but one of my takes when I got ready to start doing NIL business was like, if these kids flake on they flake on the deal, like what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Because the relationship stuff going on with the programs, the kids. So when you're close to them, and like especially like how we work in a close manner with these programs. So like it's a lot of like relationships you got to nurture. So if something goes wrong, the kid don't do something right, you don't pay them, and they're disgruntled, and they say, "Hey, the money ain't right." It could easily look crazy real fast. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So it's very delicate. So you almost got to take the L in every situation and just pay regardless. And I kind of knew that going into like any NIL business that, bro, I would take the L before I just say, like, we had this kid out here saying, I ain't paying him right.
Mm-hmm. Because that make you look even crazy at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
That definitely makes you look crazy at the end of the day. But as far as Brownlee, man, I don't know, man. So, and I wasn't gonna speak on this on the pod, but since it's kind of came out, not as far as NIL did, but just as far as Brownlee, his status with the team. So Brownlee wasn't at practice at all on Tuesday.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he wasn't even there at all when I was there. I was actually gonna put this in the group chat and talk about it, but I just slipped my damn mind. So he wasn't at practice at all on Tuesday. Wasn't at practice on Saturday, Monday, on Saturday either.
Oh shit! He fucking missing an action.
Right. So, I don't want to get. I don't really know the reason. Of course, there's rumors about the reason why he's not there, this, that, and other. But he hasn't been at practice. It's possible that Brownlee may be transferring. Just putting the tea leaves together. Hell, he's not at damn practice. But as far as NIL deal, man, that's the reference that he's not getting the NIL deals, man. That's on you though. That's on you at the end of the day. I mean, like Jamie Robinson he got clothing line with NIL. Jordan Travis, he got stuff with NIL. Kalen Deloach.
Clearly, the school can't get you NIL.
Right, so exactly. So what do you?
We talk about that on the show.
On the show, we know that what as far as the state of Florida, what the blockage they have. So everyone else is doing stuff of their own. I know a DB personally, Kevin knows. Who's another defensive back, a true freshman. He has NIL stuff lined up.
Your last name, you know you're a hustler, bro.
Oh yeah, Kevin. He, right, but he has stuff lined up, and even the guy that he has NIL deal with, he reached out to me. Well, he was actually at our Sunday event. He reached out to me about doing some interviews with some of the guys he has NIL deals within Florida State. So the stuff is there for you. You got a true freshman defensive back who we may be possibly interviewing in regards to his NIL deal with the person he signed with. Like, come on now, why don't you, as a third, fourth year guy who actually started and made some plays, you've been up and down, but you made your fair share of plays. I'm not going to go out and dog Brown. I mean, I feel like he's an okay player.
There's one real bad one out there, though.
No, it is. Yeah, he's terrible. I'm not even go. Jerry Jones is just, number 7 ain't it at all. But Brownlee, he's up and down. He has some good plays, some good points, some bad points. He's average. That's what it is. He's average. So, but I'm not going to take you. Actually, 3 to 4 years you've played at FSU, and you don't have anything, but you got this true freshman out here who got some stuff going on. That's on you. FSU, and like you said, FSU can't do this stuff for you. So what are you complaining about? At the end of the day, you're complaining about
that's
yourself.
weird. Like you say, it's like you complain. Like, what are you talking about? FSU, bro, we can't. What do you mean?
Right. We literally fighting that court for this shit, so we can't.
Right. It's a real bill, fam. Where you
Well,
been at? You gotta show up to the
yeah,
meetings. You ain't showing
right.
up to the meetings, so you don't know that we can't even get you deals, bro.
That's what
You've been missing everything.
I
We talked about it last meeting, bro. The school can't do shit, but you in there, so you don't know.
I want to leave this one alone a little bit, but at the same time, since we're here,
get our opinions off on the platform, bro.
Yeah,
the streets need to know what Larry Young think, man.
I'm all right. The mature answer is these are investments, man. They're looking for return on investments. When these guys,
unless you're Ruiz just throwing money at the
right,
a little bit when you got it like that. But
I knew that was coming.
I mean, even like the collective, like some of these. Let me shut up. Go ahead. But a lot of these people aren't getting returns on investment. Some of these people are just really just doing it for these programs. I think Ruiz, I think Gator Collective with Eddie and those guys, I think they're doing something not to make profits back. They're doing something to try to help programs, their alumni.
Right. No, agreed. Absolutely. But I think also in that it can work both ways for you. I think that because like when I heard about the Life Wallet thing, right? I didn't have any idea what it was. But as it's continued to keep prominence, now I understand what it actually does. So oh no, I mean, yeah. So I don't call it scam in case we get my man on here.
That's not a Ruiz, man.
But it's definitely
get offended by nothing I say, man.
The investment sometimes can be just to getting your name out there enough. Now,
what is Life Wallet? I have no idea what it is, so explain it to me. I read it a few times. I still don't know what it is, so explain it to me, Larry. Dumb it down for your boy.
What I kind of understand from it is basically, it's kind of like a app that will give a lot of essential information in an emergency situation. So if like your Apple phone will do that, but not everybody has an iPhone. So what'll happen is it'll give some very critical, crucial, and also basic information about you. So let's say you get in a car wreck, right? It'll give up. They can come through and say, "Oh, he's this blood type. He's let's see, what's hemophiliac, blah blah blah." So what it does is it helps
football players can get all this shit out in a real good manner that's profitable.
Well, if you attach your name enough, yeah, it'll eventually.
College football fans will be like, "Yeah, this is what I need."
Possibly, yeah. Honestly, I'll be honest, 100%. Before I really understood what it was, I didn't care about it at all.
You got the app?
And then I went, no, I haven't because I don't know if it costs no money yet. But it is definitely something I was like, okay, that does make sense.
Hey, if you're a Miami fan, you got the app, hit me up, man. I bet you ain't one of y'all on Twitter got the app. I challenge y'all to show me y'all profile picture.
All right, okay, smart ass. What's the Gator Collective app?
It's a website, man.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Man, y'all boys are fools, man.
It's us website, yeah. Us too, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. Let it go.
This is hilarious. This is hilarious for so many reasons. All right, I'm chill.
But yeah, no, that is what I understood Life Wallet.
Shout out to Ruiz,
so it is honestly, it is.
I respect it, man.
It is honestly
no doubt. I like it. I'm gonna be real. Like it weasel y'all money in the way of these young brothers' pockets by all means necessary.
Necessary, yes, sir.
By all means necessary, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to shut Ruiz down.
Yeah,
hey, find your loopholes, my boy. Make some more wallets.
Don't pump fake them boys, though. Them boys will hurt. I had a
deal. Hey, Brownie, hot.
Shout out Gabby. Gabby retweeted Leonard Taylor with the brand new Charger. Talking about, meanwhile.
That's
I say we got.
That was top-notch trolling, Gabby.
You talking with the meme?
Yeah, that was a picture
with Brownlee in the screenshot.
Yeah, the screenshot.
I told you, Gabby a fan, man. Once I seen all them damn Cristobal's at low percent for damn near 75% of the top 75 players in the top 150 in the country, I knew what time it was.
Hey, on the loads of kids though, man. Most of these writers are fans now. Like they tweet like us, they troll like us. Like we used to do this shit. Think about this shit. We used to be the fans of this shit trolling, and we get like called trolls. But they report how we've been tweeting all these years now. It's like a regular thing for like reporters to troll and get their shit off. They ain't even trying to be credible no more. The troll matter more than the credible.
That shows how strong the brand is on the timeline, though, man.
The influence, bro. The influence.
Yeah, I see somebody else post same state, same laws. You tell it. I'll let you tell it. Let it tell LT. Oh boy, right now.
They ain't got nothing to do with nothing though, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Same state, same laws. You tell me the difference.
Nah, because I think if a player that's not playing up, let me get out of here. That's not my conversation. Prize Picks, baby. You ready, CJ?
Yes, sir. Prize Picks is the easy way to play daily fantasy. It's daily fantasy simplified. It's just you first to project the numbers. You can pick from football, basketball, soccer, MMA, and much more. And you can bet on points scored, touchdowns, whatever you want to do, home runs, it doesn't matter. Go to Prize Picks right now. They'll match your deposit 100% up to $100. Again, you go to Prize Picks right now. They will match your deposit 100% up to $100. Just use promo code RollUp. Prize Picks, baby.
Promo code RollUp, Prize Picks. We ain't really got anything to pick. I ain't want to talk no March Madness or get into no NCAA type shit yet. We'll get into that later. But the NFL Combine, we've been talking about.
Man, them motherfuckers was running, that might have been the fastest damn. No, that track was fast. It had to be. Them boys was moving.
Hey man, I've been singing. Let me put my shit back on my bad. I've been singing the praise. Well, in his recruiting, this is the time of year where I realized, like, because there's always the time of year we got new coaches and shit like that. But bro, you really get to judge your recruiting staff and like the decisions they made in the recruiting process at this time of the year when you get to see guys you got your eyes off of, you know, like guys they turned down offers and you know they have their pecking order of the board.
That Baylor receiver from Miami,
Tyquan Thornton, bro. I said back then I thought that kid was one of the best receivers in the country. I thought he was better than Jacob Copeland. No slight to him, nothing personal, but I thought he was the ceiling was higher. Like some of these kids, you can just see certain shit jump off on the film. Like, bro, that kid run like a fucking deer. Like that shit different. And I could tell, like from like a maturity standpoint, that he hadn't really grew into his like a grown man ass body. So you start projecting like, yo, when that motherfucker could realize he a grown ass man, shit gonna get different. That kid went out there and ran a fucking 4.2 when I almost lost my mind. Like, what the hell going on? Like, I seen this shit a long time ago, and that kid should have never been going to Texas.
Yeah, you see, I see damn Sam Howell, you know, George Pickens, Kayvon Thibodeau, all those guys that
my man
could have had.
The DB that went to Maryland. That fucking
Nick
damn
Cross, 4.34.
Jeez, bruh.
4.34. Yeah, you know, Nick was committed us, and Nick was a damn track star, dog.
After y'all shit fell apart.
Y'all was in there for a little bit.
No, he was pretty much. I'm behind the scenes, so I know what's going on. That kid wanted to come to UF. He was ours. They held grudges with kids in recruiting. Like, it was the weirdest shit. But they turned down Nick. You think Nick Cross chose Maryland over Florida? Like, be real. Like, we was number 2 when y'all got him. Like, we finished right behind y'all. He wanted Florida. But it was still like personal shit. I mean, you can't turn on the kid that like he's a physical specimen. Like, you get that kid on campus, man.
Nick was 6'1", by 220, 215, 220, run like a damn deer. He was just that damn guy, man.
Yeah, to see him run this weekend was crazy shit. But give me your takes from the combine.
I like what the corners did, man. I like what
That's my shit. I stop everything when the DBs start running.
Man, listen, bro. DBs, you know, that'd be it. I'm tuned in. So Sauce looked real good. Elam looked real good. I think Elam made some money.
He hit that 4.3 mark on one of them 40s. That's all he needed right there. He kind of packed the bags like LeBron in that GIF. No, LeBron pack all his shit and get up out of that meeting. Like he didn't do nothing else after that 40.
So check this out. A kid that kind of stood out, and I knew about him, but I didn't think he'll perform this good. Was Marquise Bell, the kid from FAMU. He ran a 4.41 in the damn combine. He's a real big kid, right? So he might end up getting drafted.
What did he play?
Safety. Yeah, safety. 4.41. But kids,
he made some money.
Yeah, he really did. How big is Bell? Bell's about 6'3", 6'4", 210, 215.
Yeah, he made some money.
What also surprised me, Jermaine Johnson. And I wasn't expecting that at all. So Jermaine was came in about 6'5", 254, and Jermaine ran 4.58, man.
Damn.
A 10-5-7 split, official 4.58. So shit, you do that, you tailor in the film that he had in the Senior Bowl that he had. Shit, Jermaine might be a top 10, top 15 pick just off the workouts alone. You run 4.58.
Yeah, he solidified himself as the top guy, I think, in the state at this point. We'll see what Elam. I think Elam could slide into the first round.
Yeah,
what he just ran, the workout, and he also get to work out again. All these guys get another pro day too. They get another look at it. But I think right now Jermaine got to be the top guy in the state.
Yeah. Based off his workouts, you run a 4.58 at 260 pounds. You know, defensive end. You tailoring the film. The season he had this past year, yeah, he did himself a lot of favors this all season in regards to making money. So shout out to Jermaine.
All right.
Anybody from Florida pleasantly surprise you from something they did at the combine?
UF wise? No, man.
Yeah.
I thought Damian Pierce would get more bench press. I think he hit 23 on the 225. I thought he would get more than that. I was looking like maybe closer to 30, 28 to 30.
That's a lot, though.
30. It is, but
how much Pierce got? You said?
I think I had my mind on bench, but he's more of a squat guy. So if squatting was a thing at the combine, I think he would have killed that because he is a gym rat, but he's more of a squatter, clean, jerk gym rat, not a bench press guy. Was what I learned. But I thought he would bench more. I thought Kyrie should have still jumped, even though he ran such a great time. I don't know if there's maybe some behind the scenes thing. I'm gonna get Kyrie on the roll up. We're gonna kick it. I'm gonna try to get him next week. Sadie Miguel get elite guests all the time, so I'm gonna bring him on here and try to hang out and do some things, man. I thought he still should have jumped. I know he would have jumped through the roof as well, just to show more explosive. What we think he is, what we know he is. You know what I'm saying? Bloodline wise, I thought he should have jumped, but. Other than that, I think my guys did good.
What did he jump?
I wish Zach Carter would have ran a faster 40. I'll say that. I think he ran like a 4.95 flat or something like that. I wish he would have ran a better time. But outside, what'd you say?
What was his vert? What was
Kyrie didn't jump.
No, he didn't jump. He just ran the 40.
He ran that 40 and got up out of there.
All right.
That shit said 4.3. Man, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm done. Good day.
Yeah, that's guys. You ain't got to do shit.
Good day.
Look good, man. Like pause, like just like I said, like when these guys get out of them pads and they get into this mode, you just get to see them just be, man, shot it. Like Georgia, you got to see why Georgia won natty at that damn combine. I'll tell you that shit.
Oh, they was fast all over the field, man. It's crazy.
Shit, man. Georgia has some specimens out there.
Yeah, Jordan Davis. What he ran? He ran something crazy at the
no, I think it was a 4.7 official.
Yeah, 40. Yeah. That's a big boy, man.
Official or something. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That shit look wild. That shit look wild coming down the runway.
Well, and also Tyreek Woolen. I'm kind of getting off subject a little bit, but he was another DB that stood out from Texas San Antonio. Kid is 6'4", 205 pounds, but he ran a 4.26. 6'4", 200 pound corner running 4.2.
I'm about to check him out. I ain't followed the combine too closely like that. I was just looking out for our guys, but that's an athlete right there, fam.
Yeah, 6'4".
If you can play, they'll find you. As you can see.
Texas San Antonio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your boy.
Yeah, that's how the big three work. Because when we got David Turner from there, everybody was like, "Where's that school?"
You know what's crazy?
You know what I'm saying? It's like
a little Big Three
San
history.
Antonio is like this is how that shit work, bro. Like
A little Big Three history. The first head coach in Texas San Antonio history was Larry Coker.
I know. Absolutely. Yeah.
A little Big Three history. Yeah, he was the first head coach in. I don't know if he's still there or not, but he was the first head coach in Texas San Antonio history.
Is Coker still there? That's a good question. I think he might. Y'all easier hard look that up real quick. I think he might be. I think Coker might still be down there. I know he's been there for a little minute, man.
How you guys at the combine, Larry?
Nobody blew any,
Nah, he was there from 2011 to 2015. My bad.
Okay. No, you good, bro. Nobody blew the doors off. I don't think anybody made themselves any particular amount of money, to be honest with you. Which is why I honestly expect this to be a pretty weak draft for us this year. I don't think there's a guy that is just going to kind of, like I said, blow your way combine wise. I mean, Bubba ran a pretty good 40. He ran a 4.47. So that's not bad at all.
That's very good for Bubba. Bubba look athletic out there.
Yeah, I mean, he keep in mind, Bubba's 6'2". I don't know what his weight was. I want to say about
bro. You 6'2", running 4.4.
Right.
He's athletic. You know what I'm saying? I think he made himself some money, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That combine invite, all that made him a lot of money.
And I mean, he came off pretty explosive. He did have a 9.8 broad jump, so that was pretty good too. Rambo, I thought, ran a little slower than I thought he would at the 40. He only ran actually a 4.57. But
I mean, Slots more shifty guy. I don't think like Wes Welker and all those guys like that.
Right.
Crazy.
Now he lined up. Yeah, he lined up outside for us this year. But yeah, I did think he'd probably be more of an inside guy at the next level. He did have a 33
outside in the league. I don't think
33.5-inch vert, so not bad there. And he had a 9-foot 10-inch broad jump. So he had opportunity to shine there as well. I wasn't able to pull any numbers for De'Aaron King, so I'm not exactly sure what he did participate in. I know he participated in QB and wide receiver drills. But yeah, I don't have any particular, I don't have his 40s vertical broad jump, the cones. I don't think he ran the cones or anything like that. I looked them up on the NFL.com before we did the show, and I wasn't able to find anything there. So John Ford, I was able to find he had 29-inch vertical and 8-foot 6-inch broad jump. So not bad for a big man. Big man got out there, got physical with it. So not all in all bad. I didn't think that most of the Canes would necessarily have that big of a day combine wise. Outside of, you kind of called it earlier, though. I definitely give you credit for that. I think you were higher on how Bubba would do at the combine than I was. A 6'2" guy running 4.47, not bad at all. And we got to learn that Bubba pretty much played a little beat up for the first half of the year, which could explain some of the missed tackles and things of that nature. So hopefully he can put it all together. Deion Bush kind of had a similar path in that sense that I definitely thought Deion Bush was a great physical specimen. I thought he was an instinctual guy, and he's still in the league to this day, but he definitely was plagued with some injuries throughout his college career. So, I think that could kind of be Bubba's path. A solid contributor. I think Deion's on probably year number 7 or so in the league. So, that's kind of how I project Bubba to be at this point. On a roster, definitely could be a contributor. Just depending on where he lands at, but definitely a guy that can contribute and mean something and hang around the league for 7-8 years. He's a physical upside guy that was really big on. But the injuries kind of mounted up and piled up. So let's see how things go if he can shake the injury bug and put it all together on the field.
I thought Jeremiah Moon could make himself some money. we was confused why he got an invite, but I said like he's one of those guys that been on campus that every time we see him in, tank tops, spandex, and the gear, it like, man, he's like an athlete, very explosive. I thought he made a lot of money with his broad jumps. He jumped 40.5 on the vert. He did 11.1 on the broad jump. Ran a 4.76. Came in at 6'5", 249. I thought he made himself a lot of money in that department.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think he get drafted. I think somebody's gonna take a chance on his athleticism, man. That popped out a lot. You're not gonna find a lot of guys 6'5", 250 that can do that stuff. And I think he has okay film and some highlights of him getting after the passer in the SEC versus some good competition. I think like similar to the vibes of maybe Marco Wilson last year. People thought maybe he wouldn't get drafted, but he did. Somebody took a chance on a great 40.
He had a pretty good rookie year too.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Marco 40 was in his workout at the combine was insane, and that's what really got him drafted. I think that's gonna be what happens for Moon. I think Moon got a shot at getting drafted now after having a very solid combine.
Was there a guy? I think we might have briefly spoke on it, but was there a guy that was a little shocking to you all? If you had to name one that didn't get an invite from your team?
Yeah, my question is gonna be y'all. Who y'all think that didn't get invited to the combine can make some money at pro day? So we still got pro days coming up.
Mike Harley for me.
It'd be Kier Thomas for me because Kier balled for us. He was an all lead defender. He made a lot of plays at South Carolina. He was on the Muschamp at that point in time. So him not getting the invite was crazy to me. So I feel like at pro day he'll definitely have a chance to make up for the missed combine.
Yeah, I'm gonna say two guys. I'm gonna say Malik Davis, of course. I thought he should have got an invite to the combine. I think he's gonna run very well. I think he's gonna work out very good and all his cone drills and whatnot. Gonna interview very well. I'm gonna go say Jalene DeLance. Jalene DeLance has some good Senior Bowl workouts and things of that nature. God, you got me saying things of that nature, bro. I gotta start listening back to the show.
Man,
I've never said things of my nature in my life, dog. That shit's in my fucking language.
Yeah, listen, I just came to grips with it, bro. The more you kick it with people, you just
that shit just start happening, right?
Yeah.
I also listen to like episodes like 2-3 times. I'm weird as fuck. So like I pick up on shit. I listen way more than I should. But
I can't do it. I can barely get through an episode of us. And it's not a reflection on y'all. It's more on me. Like, I don't like listening.
I hear myself talk a lot. So I start listening back to the other shows that I'm on. Like, I take breaks of like listening back to Stadium Miguel and the Cup. So I don't hear myself so fucking much. But anywho, what were we saying, man, before I got off on that tangent?
We were talking about guys that we thought could possibly make themselves some money.
Okay. Gene DeLance, I think, is a guy. He had some good bowl games. Unfortunately, he was terrible at the University of Florida. I'm not gonna say terrible. He struggled. Wasn't a fan favorite. Caught a lot of heat. But he's gonna be one of those guys that get to the NFL. We just have a history of that lately. Guys that struggle at University of Florida in the trenches, especially offensive line, get to the NFL and have long, great careers. It's a weird thing. I think Gene DeLance is gonna make some money at a pro day. We out of that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Harley was a guy that is, just his numbers he put up eventually throughout the program.
He's a track guy too, right?
Yeah, I was a little. I think he's a guy that I was a little shocked didn't get that nod.
I'm pretty sure Mike Harley's a track guy.
Actually, you know what? Hold on, and I got a correction to make. Or let's see. I got word that David Cooney is the director of recruiting. So I don't know. So let me double check that. I guess by the time I get back on the next show, I'll be able to correct that for you.
Yeah, he ran his personal record in high school is a 10.78. He's a track kid.
Yeah, he's a fast kid, right? And he's got the numbers. Not necessarily injury prone guy. Yeah, I was a little bit shocked that Harley didn't get an invite. I thought he was I thought he was definitely more. Ford was the one that surprised me that got an invite. Nothing about Ford necessarily jumps off the page to me. So, again, not hating on him, but it's just like, well, how you invite him and not invite Mike Harley? That was a little bit confusing to me. But yeah, let me make sure I got that right. So the latest intel was actually to backtrack a little bit, is David Cooney is director of recruiting for UM. So that I'll leave it on that, and I'll find out what Roland Smith's particular role is. I might have got a little mixed up in the information there. So
don't worry about it. I don't think Mario know what it is, so don't sweat it.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Right.
You ain't worrying about it. It's good, is what it is.
Right, this is gonna have another Miami guy in 3 years anyway.
Right. Yeah. Just like y'all. Twinsies.
Not so much. What we're gonna get into next? Jaden Daniels. We do hot takes. Real quick before we get into hot takes. So Jaden Daniels going to LSU is definitely a thing for me and CJ. What do you feel about that? Y'all got them boys out the gate. Y'all was gonna get y'all shit pushed in anyway, but now
we beating that ass
further.
But no, I don't know, man, because
they push y'all shit to the smithereens.
And as far as recruit, because I think all of us, well, I don't know about mine, but I know us too specifically, we were involved with Jaden Daniels for his recruitment. So it's kind of crazy.
Y'all chasing him in the portal?
No. As far as high school recruitment.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think y'all are involved too. Y'all mate.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely was recruiting him in high school.
Yeah. So the piggyback off that, it's a weird situation to kind of see that coming in full circle because we were recruiting a kid in high school. A lot of people were saying we should have picked him over. We should have focused on him versus focusing on Sam Howell. He'll probably be at Florida State, and then they want us to go after him. He was in the portal too. Then you end up playing him with LSU. So it's going to be interesting. But I don't know if he's a shoe in the start though, because you got him. What's the current quarterback? I drew a blank. LSU's current quarterback. He wasn't that bad.
Who played last year?
It was him as a brother or something.
I'm about to say it was a black kid.
Brennan.
Brennan. Yeah, so I'm not even saying, I don't even know he's going to actually start for LSU. I think it's going to be a pretty good battle this spring. That's something we should follow closely, the battle between Jaden Daniels and Miles Brennan, because Jaden is going to be able to play for spring practice. But it just shows that Brian Kelly's trying to upgrade the room, and hell, what's wrong with that competition? And also shout out to Jaden too for taking on that challenge and going to a team where, hey, they do got a guy that's has starting, has played, starting snaps, whatever, and could be in line to start again, but he feel like he's better than want to compete, man. A lot of these kids just want to go to given situations. He's going to a place where he's still going to have to compete for the starting job.
Yeah, definitely an interesting situation that we should follow. Brian Kelly.
Shout out to him for jumping out that burning, boat.
He got up out of there on Herman.
Man, Herman did none of that shit. Y'all be respectful about
Herman's still here, man. Herman's still here. Another week on the show, another week of Herm having a job. He ain't losing that job.
Herm ain't losing nothing yet.
Herm going down with the ship is why, but all the other the first mate and all the rest of them boys in that water, they done got the fuck out of there.
Right.
Herm gonna ride it out, dude. I respect that too. So
Larry, until you got some solid evidence on Brother Herm,
listen.
I'm gonna need you to step with some respect, bro.
I didn't say Herm did a damn thing. I said the rest of them fellas is getting the fuck out of there. So, that's
interesting. Now, I am happy that we're kind of catching them in the beginning of the season because they're going to be new with the system, maybe a new quarterback. So it's going to take some time to gel a little bit instead of once they get a hold to the system and probably catch a little win later on down the line during the season.
No doubt. Let's get some hot takes in, man. Let's break it up a little bit. I need some shenanigans.
No doubt. Hot takes is brought to you by the good folks at Spencer's Jerky. The only made-to-order jerky that starts with a trip to the butcher to source tender steaks specifically for your batch. Steaks going to be marinated 24 hours in freshly crafted marinades using only locally sourced produce and all natural ingredients with no added sugars. 5 staple flavors include original, Old Bay, habanero bourbon, mandarin jalapeno, and lemon pepper.
Oh, You gotta do the hood favor then, bro. You threw me off.
I threw you off a little bit. My bad.
Like,
I
come on, man.
remixed
Put the sauce in there, man. You gotta put the sauce in there.
My fault. Hood favor.
The hood gotta know what's up. You forget
hood
about
know what
it. Then
what? Get exclusive promo. Use exclusive promo code Big Meat BIGMEAT for 10% off your order from Spencer'sJerkyJerky.com. Got worldwide shipping from Spencer'sJerkyJerky.com. We can get you meat slung anywhere from
that's wild.
Well,
wild
the meat can
wild
get dropped
verbiage
off
right there, fam.
Yeah, the meat can get dropped off in your box from anywhere from from the Ukraine to Spain, baby. You know what I mean? Whatever you need, we can drop that meat off in your box. All right. See what the high takes got for us, man. What you got for us today, man? Play that.
Hey, what's up, RollUp? It's your baby mama favorite teacher again. Now that I see y'all boys that named y'all top 5 offensive linemen of all time for me. Here's what I want y'all to do. Out of those 15 names y'all just named, do me a favor and give me your all-time starting 5 plus 2 backups for the big 3. Based off those 15 names only y'all use, just give me y'all all-time starting 5 plus 2 backups. As an O-line coach myself, I really don't use about a 7-man rotation most times. So, hey, y'all heard that for your boy. Look forward to hearing y'all debate this a little bit. Holla.
Now it makes sense.
I understood it.
You know, now it makes sense. You said former O-line coach, so it makes sense. But let me
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like,
let's think
we're
about
gonna huddle up.
Yeah, we'll huddle up. We'll get back next show on
that. No,
we all know McKinney.
No, hey, bro, you gotta get some easier shit for us, bro.
Brian McKinney again? What?
Left
You say Brian left who?
Left tackle.
Shit, me. Walter Jones retired. I mean, he what was this he played?
Slam to the right, but he
you got me fucked up.
Get the fuck out of here.
Who in the whole thing?
Good question. My bad, bro. I thought it was a dumb question, but clearly,
right. Don't disrespect Walter Jones. You thought about that shit, but you forgot about Walter Jones.
Well, we roll next to each other first class, baby. Broke ass boys got to get in the back. All right. Fuck. You know what? Walk my dog. You know,
put Brian that right tackle.
Yeah, we'll put Brian it right. All right.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Walk my boy, because we roll next to each other. 2 big boys next to each other.
Long as y'all know guard and center is Pouncy's, man, then everything's cool. Everything's kosher.
That is,
we'll
be honest with you.
Guard and center to the Pouncy.
I like the Pouncy boys.
Well, we got to come up with another guard right here.
We might get this done.
Yeah, right. Training that way.
We got to get another guard.
We got them at center and guard. We're taking Wald at left.
We need another guard.
Jamie Dukes.
Who I had down for guard? Hold on. Let me look at my guard real quick. I had him down. I had Vernon Carey. And I had Jim Otto.
We'll figure out that last guard. We'll solidify
we'll come
that.
back.
I think we got a good foundation here, though.
I do like it.
That's a better question. Better question than I gave you credit for out the gate.
Yeah, that's dope.
My man, we got too much science for me, but especially around this time of the show, Kush be too big to be dissecting all that.
Larry don't drink like number 6. Too much thinking, baby. Harley.
All right, guys, this is Charlie. I wanted to give you guys another question for this week. My question is, for each person, who would you have to pick one person to make the Pro Bowl from each Big 3 team? So one player that is on Florida and Florida State and Miami. Each of you have to pick to make the Pro Bowl in their future. Thanks.
You just want in the whole NFL, or are you talking about like draft?
I think you're talking about guys that are currently on the roster
now.
Yeah, I think we're projecting at this point is what we're doing.
Give me Chauncey Gardner Jr.
Okay. Wait,
no, that's on the team.
No. On Florida team, not there. On that
Oh, you
plays.
talking?
Or so what
Oh,
you'll be
guys
doing
on
in
our
this
college
one,
rosters that'll be Pro Bowlers when they go in the
right?
NFL. Oh, okay.
Um,
Let me think about this. Let me vibe.
and
Let
I
me
don't
go.
know if we're doing our own team or
Yeah,
if
we
we're
do.
doing.
We do our own
We
team.
do
That's
all,
cool.
Okay, we'll do our
let's
own
just do our
team.
own team.
I'm gonna go on Marion Cooper, man. I think that kid is really going to be a good ass defensive back. I like that kid a lot. I think he's going to be one of those corners to come through FSU. Miami. I don't know,
We'll just
man.
do ours. We can come back next week if we need
Yeah,
to.
we'll
Let
do
them
the rest.
clarify.
Let's do ours
All right.
today.
Let's just do
Let's
ours because
ours.
I probably got to go down your roster a little bit. But if
Right.
I'm looking at my roster, kid that I think could probably eventually be a Pro Bowler. Leonard Taylor. Yeah, Leonard Taylor, I think, is a day one pick guy. Even if he ends up, falling, quote unquote, to the late part of the first round, I think Leonard Taylor is going to be a pro for sure. So yeah, I'll go LT.
They got a few guys I could go there. It depends on how young I want to go into my depth chart, but I think Ethan White, man, just huge kid, 6'5", 334, can move. I think he could be, may not go like a high draft pick or nothing like that, but he fits the type of guy that could have a long NFL type of career. You know what I'm saying, in the trenches. So I'll go Ethan White. I think he'll be a Pro Bowler in the future.
Nice.
The easy decision is like Brent Cox and those guys, but just want to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Those offensive linemen always, like I said, especially at University of Florida, I think Garage could be one of those guys as well. Richard Garage, I think he's gonna have a very long, very successful career. Fred Johnson, who's from Royal Palm, same school I graduated from, he struggled at Florida. 6'7", big 350-pound guy. And I kept telling everybody when they used to troll me about him, so bro, he's gonna have a very long, good career in the league. He just won a Super Bowl. He vibing. Starting. Didn't get drafted, nothing like that because of how he struggled in college. But some of those guys are just going to mature later, and they have bad situation with who the offensive line coaches is as well. When them pros get their hands on them, things just get a little different. So I'm gonna say Ethan White and even Garage. I think both of those guys are gonna have very long careers in the trenches. Josh Brunn as well. We got some guys on the offensive line that I'm excited about.
And if you meant for us to, do the other teams, let us know. Hit us up in the DMs, and that'll give us a little time to think because I have to probably, sift through roster just a little bit to figure out who I would say on the other side.
I'm excited about my line. I think about it, man. My transfers coming in. Osiris Torrance kid, Waits. I got some shit, boy.
I hear you.
Yo, roll up. It's your boy Deron again, Edge Hanger. I'm back hitting y'all with another question this week. This week question, I want to know, when did you find out that you was really a fan of your favorite team? Or when did you find out that, man, I'll go to any extent to defend my team? Y'all have a nice night. Good night.
That's embarrassing to say a lot of this, but
shit, it might be Twitter. To be honest with you,
I knuckled up a few times about my favorite team.
I don't think I ever went too far, man. But once I really realized, like I'm in this shit for real, and I talk hella damn shit. It's probably just going back and forth with different fan bases on Twitter, man. That's probably what it was. That probably made me realize, like, I'm really true to this shit.
I ain't never fought nobody about the Canes. For me, it's probably something real simple, man. Like, I'm 41, right? And so the Canes were the team of, initially started off in the early 80s. We were just the cool fucking team. And it's superficial, but like I said, I stuck with them. I think what really solidified it for me is when I got my first starter jacket. And it was a Canes starter jacket. And I was like, bro, this is game for life. It wasn't
decision
even
you ever made, fam.
No, man. Still stand by that, man. Because my little homies, man, they still ain't caught up. No, they talk all that shit. They still ain't got them titles to catch up. So yeah, in that time, it just felt like, all right, this is it. I asked for the starter. I was like, man, I just want a Hurricane starter. And I got it. And that was it. Like, it didn't matter what we did after that. I just knew this was the team. I think I had by the time before starters got played out, I probably had 4 Miami starters, I want to say 4 or 5. So it was something really superficial like that. But I did just watch the team before I got my starter as just a team that I enjoy, because the biggest thing for me when I watch Miami is they reminded me of the homies. They reminded me of the guys that I grew up around and that I played football with, just outside playing around. So that's what it was for me, was watching guys that just reminded me of my friends. And so I fell in love with that attitude and that, arrogance. It just made me be like, all right, I'm in tune with these people. I'm in touch with these people. That's probably the biggest picture of what I can give you as to why I am a Hurricanes fan. And I wouldn't change it for nothing, man. I really wouldn't.
You'll change it for a few things.
Not fandom wise.
You wouldn't change it to be a Bama fan at all?
Nah.
You got 2 fans. You're 2 fans of 2 programs, dog. So
yeah, UGA, my other team. I'm a fan of 3 programs: UGA, Miami, and FAMU. Those are my 3 teams.
So I became a Gator fan just because I'm from Belgrade, bro. It's like Gator country, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pretty much know what it is. If you come to Belgrade, it's a water tower there that has the Gator on it. The University of Florida have their little satellite things or whatever. They're big in agriculture. They're the lead of agriculture in the country. Belgrade is one of the biggest agriculture places in the world. So there's a lot of Gator vibes. Glazed Days is pretty much named Glazed Day Gators. You know what I'm saying? So the Gator vibes in Belgrade's always been huge. So pretty much just came. I'm from Belgrade. But the craziest shit that kind of just made me realize I was a fanatic is a different thing. I realized I was a fanatic when I beat up one of my roommates over the Florida-Miami game. They came back. That was a wild day. I was living in Orlando too, man. That was a wild day, man. All my friends know this story too, because like that shit broke up friendship. But we jumped up, and you know me, I'm a big shit talker. I'm talking crazy shit, which is fine. I don't care about you talking shit and came back, but it got very disrespectful. And somewhere out of there, there's certain lingo that can't be spewed. Certain lingo got spewed. But 2 friends fought over college fandom.
Well, let me ask you.
It was a wild day.
Do you? Because you're right. There is certain language that we cannot.
Yeah, it wasn't about the teams at that point. Now we're just disrespect.
You can't invite me.
So you didn't
to your
really fight.
member.
You didn't really fight about the Gators then.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's rooted in.
Because I would have been rational if we went by no sports. I was already just heated because we just lost. I lost some money. A lot of shit was on the line. So it was a little bit. I'm just being real. That was just gas on the fire that he said some disrespectful shit. And it's like, all right.
Because like I said, do you regret it at all? Or you just
no. He's a real piece of shit person. So not at all.
No, okay.
I was right on target,
Made
bro.
the right call.
Yeah. Right hindsight, it was like, bro, you was like he's an innovator. We got any more, Harlan?
Nah, that's it.
That's out. We out. Let's get up out of here. We got left on the docket. I ain't finna go too deep in this. I do want to talk about what the hell happened with Laz. That's some wild shit. Like, Big 3 is a wild place, bro. We've seen some wild shit. We've seen people cut off dicks.
Yeah. Cut off dicks, see motherfuckers stab people over damn dog food.
Cut no dick.
I didn't see it.
I wasn't there.
The story broke.
So let's
clarify a few things.
Let me back up on that story a little bit. So the dude who did cough the damn dick. So I seen this motherfucker like 2 weeks prior, bro. So This shit is crazy as hell. So we in the damn doctor's office or whatever. We got damn kids and shit. And we have a normal ass conversation, not knowing this much. And at that point in time, I think he did that shit too. He did that shit and came back. So at this point in time, we have a normal ass conversation about our damn kids and talk about our kids being sick. And this motherfucker drove back from Chicago with a nigga with another man dick in the girl department.
I'm crying over here, bro.
No lie, man. It's real talk. I actually met that dude like a week and a half before that shit hit the damn timeline.
Well, you came in contact with a cold-blooded killer, fam.
I came in flat with a damn.
Oh my god!
came in contact with a goddamn dick smuggler, man.
Yo, the big three is insane.
Boy, had
really
dick on ice.
Right, dick on ice, man.
That's nuts, man. That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, he cut. But so to give you guys a backstory that may not know, man, it was his. I guess it was his ex-girlfriend, a girlfriend or something like that. She broke up with him. Ended up getting another dang dude. So he flew to Chicago. It was he had a long ass time to kind of think about what the fuck he wanted to do. You feel me?
Plenty of time to like change his mind, like bro.
Right, so he had like 10 hours to damn cool off and have a level damn head. So he got
he jumped in big three and got some tweets off too, though.
And that's the crazy thing about it. So like a few hours after he did it, this motherfucker was like, man, I can't believe FSU they missed on this goddamn 4-star recruit. Bitch, you got a goddamn dude dick in the back seat. You talking about damn 4-star recruit. But yeah, bro, it was crazy, man. That shows how wild the big three is and how much power it has. Like, you just could have do a dick up, but you worry about some damn recruits. So in Laws, yeah, he was in sick DM talking greasy.
Yeah, man, me and Glass had some run-ins. I don't want to get into that shit, man. But I just think the story is insane. Like,
let's get the fans just a little bit because, like,
backdrop of what happened.
I wasn't like. I've already professed on it before. I hadn't really been that much a part of Big Three Twitter until more recently, since joining the show. I was familiar with the name Cutler Ridge Last. I just saw it float around here and there, but didn't really know who my man was.
Right.
And I get like a couple of messages via text, Twitter DMs, and I was like, well, who's this? Like, why should I even care? I don't understand what's going on here. Essentially, what happened was it looks like there was a dispute between this guy Laz and his neighbors, and it ended up in the death of the neighbor. Laz survived. It appears that allegedly he had jammed I think it was scissors into the neck of the neighbor, and apparently the dispute was over. I looked at his page. I mean, and even if you looked at his main profile picture, he's definitely an advocate for strays. He tries to go out his way to help out stray animals, and
I ain't gonna lie, man. It sounded like some dirty shit was going on, man, and the neighbors kind of got fed up with dirty shit.
That's kind of right. That's kind of what I read. Yeah, you're right. If we're keeping it a buck, you're right. It seemed like the neighbors was like, "Yo, you're bringing too much food."
Nah, man.
But that's
literally what happened, though, man. Like, we made light of the situation, but that's literally what happened, man. Like, bro,
that's what it seems like.
Yo, and it just went left for him. Yeah, like
shit, filthy as hell, man. Like, yo, you gotta quit, and then seemingly, at least it seems from the outside.
Lives is lost, man. So that shit's like,
right. Yeah, no.
You gotta be able to like. It's just I just think it's like we gotta just realize like fragile life is. Like people around us, dog, could easily be rather not just die, could also like make decisions to just alter a lot of shit in their life, man. That's like big shit. So
one decision, man. One decision.
To lend credence to what you just said, he was accused of stabbing this guy, but he also was sitting there lending aid allegedly to the guy as paramedics arrived. So it wasn't a situation where like, he did what he did and try to run off. He did what he did.
What did this go down at? Like what did
they are neighbors, so it happened like right in the neighborhood.
I'm saying whose house, whose property? Like it's scissors and the stabbing.
I don't know. Couldn't say for sure.
I didn't dig into it at all, man. I just seen the surface level stuff.
Yeah,
Just kept
right.
it moving, man. Because
Yeah.
you know, like I'm in good spirits, so I like certain things I just don't be want to take in at certain times. I digest that shit on my terms. But I didn't get any details of like where this all happened. I knew they were neighbors, but I didn't get any details of who property, what the altercation exactly was somebody like who started the physical altercation. None of that type of stuff is that's what I'm more interested in, to see like how this initiated, like physically.
Well,
just curious. I'm not asking you to have those answers, Larry.
No,
I
damn sure
Matlock. I'm just saying from like out of curiosity, dog. Just out of because Laz, like CJ was just saying, me and Laz had run-ins. We was cool on Twitter for a little minute, but we had run-ins on Twitter, bro. Like Laz is a wild guy, man.
You showed us some stuff that made me go, seems like a guy that could be a little bit,
unhinged.
Unhinged, absolutely. A little quick to fly off the handle.
Just kind of putting tea leaves together. I think he got like a quick temper, and then the temper kind of got the best of him, and then when it got the best of him,
I was confused when he was lashing out at me, and as you can see my response, like, yo, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Like, what are you? Yeah, I remember.
I have no idea what you're referencing to, and it was just like more and more attacks, and I was like, all right, bro, just unfollow me because I don't know what's going on right now.
Right. Yeah. So that does speak to a person that can have some, instabilities in their mental health. And that's not to poke fun at that. It's just
Twitter has nothing to do with real life as well. Like that, me and his interaction may not have shit to do with shit. But just natural shit. Like here's my interaction, here's that dude's interaction. But I think there's a lot of more shit to play out. And I'm not even gonna follow it because I just got other shit to be caring about. I wish the best and prayers for everybody, man. It's wild shit in the big three. Another Florida man. I was a Florida man. Just try to live your life and not be a Florida man, and everything will be all right.
Yeah. Right. That's a good way to live life. Don't be Florida man.
That's a good way to end the show, I guess.
Yeah, let's get up out of here. Kevin Ridley, though. Speaking of Florida men.
Right.
What's your take, Larry? Give me a take.
That boy said it all the time, 50 and 100. He said, I ain't got no gambling problem. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
So I got two takes, man. I got two takes with it. So one, he's dumb as fuck for the betting shit. Like, come on, bro. You know the damn rules. And then you use your own phone. Like, even if you go do some stupid stuff like that, like
on a mental health break.
Only mental health break. His mental health break was the motherfucking parlays weren't hitting. He was pissed at that. That's what it was. He was losing money. He just like me.
Stressing.
All right, he just like me, stressing over the parlays. But have your damn cousin, your brother, whoever, if you're going to go that route and bet on the stuff. On the flip end, like we see motherfuckers who do way worse in the NFL, way worse.
A whole year is a lot.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. So way worse in the NFL, and he wasn't betting directly. I think he bet on the Falcons. He bet for them to win, and he also, it wasn't anything. They said in the investigation, nothing showed that he was using like inside information to make the bets. He was just making damn bets. But I'm saying that to say this: like you got Ray Rice isn't a good example, but you got situations like that where you have domestic violence, where you have DUIs, whatever it may be. Like for instance, A-Rod and the line about the vaccination stuff. I feel like that's he got to stop and risk for that. Just a fine. I feel like that's bigger than the guy betting on the parlays or whatever. So the league got to have a certain standard when it comes to that type of stuff. And on the flip, I feel like if Aaron Rodgers, just for using for example, if he does get,
that's a huge stance to get him a whole year for gambling. When women get beat, people get killed, and people get a few games. That's a crazy stance on like what they feel about the business.
Man, that's they're trying to protect the integrity of the game.
America, big corporate America, he's showing y'all they don't give a fuck about people, and nobody pays attention to that shit. Dog. They don't give a shit, but they care about this betting shit. Because that may influence the game and money and a whole lot of other shit. But they don't give a fuck about
when they promote betting on all kind of platforms. But here and there again, the rules are the rules, and he was dumb as fucking in the ways he broke the damn rules. He made it very obvious. But on the flip end, like
he's bugging.
Yeah, use your own phone. Like, come on.
Falcons is making a stance too. Like teams are hitting them up by trades, and they're like, "Nah, we cool."
Yeah, we want him. Yeah, and he'll play.
Hey, Larry, wake up, fam. You gotta wake up, bro.
Really one of those players. But yeah, what's your take on
it, brother?
We up out of here, man. We got to take Larry on. We gotta get up out of here.
Yeah. Take me away. Cal gone. Take me away. I ain't went to sleep, but nah.
Hey, good show. Good vibes.
Yeah, get me the hell out of here, man. We've been on this bitch all night. Ain't even
sure.
no football getting played. God damn it. I gotta go to bed.
For sure. Way longer than I thought, be real with you.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Oh my goodness. I think that was up, didn't it? I think that was a lot.
But nah, definitely good show today, fellas. I told you whenever we flow, we flow.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
what it is. Yeah. Say, hey, listen, we shoot 26, bro. Every time we talk about it, we like, it'd be 45 minutes, an hour, bitch, 2 hours, easy. Every time, man. So that just goes to organic chemistry. So and I think everybody that fucks with us fucks with that vibe. So shout out to y'all, and we appreciate y'all. While we got you though, I want to continue to remind y'all it's a small thing, but it absolutely does help. A brand that you rock with, go and review us, man. Spotify now has it on there. Some people, they didn't have it up until probably maybe 6 weeks ago, something like that, maybe 2 months ago. Just go to the RollUp page and it'll be there available. We need more reviews there, man. So go ahead and drop us some reviews there. And if you're listening to, which most of the audience listens to on Apple Podcasts, at least that's what the numbers say, you just go to the homepage, roll up, scroll up a little bit, and it'll show up right there, reviews and ratings, and you can drop your rating there. It helps out a lot. It helps push us to the forefront, of the algorithms. It just adds more visibility. It won't cost you a dime. And it literally only take you a few seconds, man, and go a lot way to help, you're listening. It helps push one of your favorite shows to the next stratosphere, man. And when it does that, we're only going to continue to get better.
Love, man. It's the vibes, man. Y'all know what it is, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah,
like it, share it, tell everybody what it is. The numbers is going through the roof. We appreciate everybody that's participating, engaging with us, retweeting our shit. On where this is gonna get bigger. We're gonna get bigger regardless, because some shit about to press a button on some shit. But we appreciate all the fan love, man. It's a different energy around here, it's a different support, and that shit is definitely appreciated. Just keep pouring it out. For sure.
No doubt.
Yeah, we learned today, Larry. Huh? You learned something?
Man, what did I learn?
Get rid of this segment. Niggas gonna be
I know, right? Yo, it's the worst. No, what I did learn though is that what's his first name? Moon. What's his first name?
Jeremiah Moon.
Despite Jeremiah Moon, despite me some of the little the lighthearted jokes, he did deserve a spot out there. So I learned that. I really didn't, because he definitely was a person that his name floated around for me. But I was like, okay, but what did he really do there? He carved out a little niche at least to deserve his invite to the NFL Combine. So that's what I learned today. Jeremiah Moon's supposed to be there.
Facts. Everybody that's there is supposed to be there. That's a fact. That's a fact that if you're in the room, you're supposed to be in that room.
No doubt.
God put you in that room. So shout out to
Amen.
Yeah, I learned that Frankie Tenelu, a recruit that's being recruited by Miami, played the Rock in the Rocks played the Rock, a high school Rock in the Rocks series. I learned that. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Young Rock. Yeah, he was a stunt double. Yeah, that was dope.
I learned that Brownlee was chilling in his dorm
on PS5
while practice was going on.
All right, motherfucker on PS5 while you running gases
on the gram complaining about NIL deals, bro. Practice is going on, bro. You're not even playing ball right now,
right?
Bro.
You talking about damn NIL deals?
NIL deals, like who gonna give you a deal? You're not even playing ball, dog. You want money and you're not even clocking in.
And not even hooping, man. If you don't sit your ass down.
Shit backwards nowadays.
Get it together, young man. Hey, it's not, listen, jokes aside, those are not charitable contributions. It's an investment, and these guys want return on their investment. So yeah,
I did
tighten
also.
up.
Yeah, Easy said he learned that CJ had a conversation with the dude that had the dick on ice. That is
That is
wild.
nuts.
You
Yeah,
mixed to a real killer,
literally
bro.
like a
Your
week
life,
and a half to
your
2
life was
weeks
in
before.
danger, fam.
Dog,
And you didn't even know it.
Didn't even know it. I promise. I'm glad I'm glad I didn't know that man girlfriend. No, none of that, bro. God,
What?
we had a normal ass conversation, man. And he got a damn cooler in his trunk.
Just vibing with it.
Right.
Oh God. All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
I got an underground song. Let me take it out here with
Go
some
ahead, dog.
Palm
Go
Beach
ahead.
classic, man, or Palm Beach legendary rapper Triple J, Thinking Out Loud. I seen you
No
this song,
doubt.
Harlan. It's the roll up, it's the vibes. You heard?